Good morning. Let's do this. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Happy Tuesday. Hop on the stream. Join the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Of course, live stream the show each and every morning. While you're there hanging out, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show, download the app for free, get us on your in-home smart speaker, and check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, good morning.
Good morning.
Labor Day weekend. It was a good weekend, man.
I had a good time, man. Yeah, we did Cake Day on Saturday. Feels like forever ago.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. We showed up and put some pictures up on our socials. In case you want to check out a picture of the real-life Horde. They're real. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're just figments of our imagination, and we just drank too much that day.
You know what? Looked real to me.
Yeah. For a couple hours there.
So big thanks to everybody coming out to Debilation. Will not be the last Horde meetup. I don't know if we'll ever have Cake Day again. You missed out. You missed out. But we'll definitely get together with everybody hanging out on the stream. I had our Cotter and Marshall League Fantasy Football Draft.
Yeah.
I feel okay.
I got an A. I got the highest grade of the class. I am stunned. An A-. No big deal.
I had Rhett, who is a member of the Horde, helping me out make my picks.
Yeah.
So I'll blame him if I lose.
I was going to say, are you just going to blame him?
I'll just totally blame Rhett when I don't do well this season. It's all Rhett's fault because I followed his lead.
That's a good plausibility. It's good out for you.
I thought it was a solid choice.
Yeah.
Of course, AEW went down on Sunday. Maybe the greatest pay-per-view. I'm not going to say greatest ever. It's really good.
Probably the best pay-per-view AEW has ever done.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have two major debuts, Adam Cole out of nowhere, and then Daniel Bryan to close Bryan Danielson.
Yep, that's it.
It's going to take a while to get used to that, switching back to what he went by originally. But when you have that close the show,
yeah,
how memorable is that? That's all you want from as a wrestling fan.
Yeah, and the show overall was so good. There's so many matches we could dive in and talk about, but that was one of the best wrestling shows I've seen in a long time.
All right, coming up on the show today, Mac is joining us today because we're flip-flopping chicks on dudes and explain The Bachelor. So Mac will be in with us during the 9 o'clock hour. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Going to talk the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. Marshall will get quizzed in the face today, taking your calls, comments, and text. What did you get sent home from school for or just disciplined over? And, of course, about last night to fire up the show. Dude cut off his junk.
Oof. Ugh.
He had a noble reason, I guess.
Actually, I don't like the reason because it's kind of our fault. Yeah.
Nobody listens to us that much.
No, but think about it. I think it's our fault this guy cut off his stuff.
All right, we'll talk about that. Mark Hamill breaks the internet, and Shang-Chi makes all the money over the weekend. We'll talk about that next. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Evanescence, It's Better Without You. Rock 1061.
Morning, everyone on the chat. Tony, Wanda, Andrew, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning, all. And, of course, on Saturday, wife and I, great massages. Fantastic. I woke up Sunday morning not in pain for the first time in a long time. It was kind of nice.
That cost extra?
Maybe. And then Mac. So we're at Cake Day. And Greg, member of the Horde, asked me if I wanted to run the bridge again on Sunday, and I was not really wanting to because I didn't want to get up, at 5:30 to go run. So Mac was kind of thrown into this conversation on Friday, and Mac's like, "Oh, maybe I'll run. I'll think about it."
Right.
So at Cake Day, I got brought up again. I told Greg, I'm like, "I'm not going to do it, man." And he goes, "What about Mac?" I'm like, "Fine. If Mac says she'll do it, I'll get up and run." Mac's like, "I'm in. I'm going to get up and run."
Mm-hmm.
Wake up Sunday morning, 5:30, getting ready to head out the door to go run the bridge. Look on Facebook. Mac had messaged Greg and I. It's like, sorry, guys, 4 hours of sleep. I'm not coming. Mac no-showed.
Well, you could take that up with her.
Oh, I
will.
I will.
Personally here in just a few hours when she joins us. Charles says he enjoyed the top 1,061 song, A Countdown.
Thanks, man. We're going to run down the top 10 today. For those who missed it, we'll do it at the end of this hour, just in case you missed those. So we'll run down the top 10 songs. So
on Sunday, my buddy Cam, who's a member of the Horde, who usually I think joins us here like an hour or two into the show, he was over at the house and he stopped by and dropped off some pumpkin beers. So these are like pretty much the first pumpkin beers I've gotten all year long. So it's one of those 4-packs from O'Fallon. O'Fallon is based out of Missouri, and there's 4 different flavors. So I'm just It's like a kid at show and tell right now. I'm just so excited to get some pumpkin beers in my life. So they're like 4 different flavors: vanilla pumpkin beer.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Maple bacon pumpkin spiced red ale. Okay, that's interesting. The Jacko Latte. Okay, sure. Classic. And then the O'Fallon salted caramel or caramel if you're a monster. Pumpkin beer as well. So, yeah, 4 different pumpkin beers.
Did we try some of those
Yes,
years
we
past?
did.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't very good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was remembering.
But I'm willing to try all of them.
No,
I'm ready to get hurt again.
I'll drink it.
I'm ready to get absolutely hurt again with those beers.
Thank you, Tony. You seriously did great work on that? Sure.
Tony says Home Depot disappointing already this morning. Oh, I'm guessing with the lack of Halloween. Target on the Savannah Mall. Target at Savannah Mall does have the lightest dusting of Halloween stuff. Like, seriously, like the shelves are essentially bare when it comes to the decorations. There is some Halloween costumes up, but yeah, they got a very small dusting of Halloween decorations. It's mostly disappointing.
That guy's got about 25 seconds.
I'm stuffy, man, when I come in here.
All right, be right back. Are people finally ready to get back into the movie theater? Stories coming up. Story number 1 about last night. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings had an incredible Labor Day weekend at the box office. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday made about $71.5 million. The second best opening weekend during the pandemic, behind only Marvel's Black Widow. That made $80 million. But over the Labor Day weekend as a whole, now that includes Labor Day Monday, it made $90 million, which is a lot. And I'm thinking, okay, that's probably a pretty decent Labor Day weekend opening. I was shocked to find that not only is it the record-setting Labor Day weekend opening, it trampled the previous record of only $30 million.
Yeah, so I guess what was the
it's Zombies 2007 Halloween.
Zombies? Really?
Yeah. That's what I mean, it's like I was blown away. I mean, Labor Day weekend to me seems like it should be a monster weekend at the box office.
Well, I guess everyone's going out and, jumping on speedboats and chugging beers. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to do on Labor Day weekend?
Yes, throwing a movie.
To celebrate America's workforce. Yeah, I mean, this movie right here is the second biggest opening weekend, of the pandemic, only behind Black Widow with $80 million. Plus Black Widow, I mean, they had an at-home feature, like you could just watch it, but Shang-Chi doesn't. Now, for the first 45 days as of this past weekend, Shang-Chi, is going to be available only in theaters, and then it's going to be made available on Disney Plus, it sounds like.
Now, Paramount, a couple weeks back, decided to push back movies yet again. That includes the new Top Gun flick. It includes Jackass 4. They're worried people don't want to go to the theaters.
Yeah.
Do you think they're regretting that decision after seeing this weekend?
I think so, because actually over the weekend, there's that new Venom movie.
Yes.
Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. Actually, Sony saw how well Shang-Chi was doing. They actually moved up the date on that film. Now, that film's going to be coming out on October 1st, when originally it was supposed to come out in the middle of October. So I think the people are starting like, before this whole Delta thing gets real crazy, let's get this movie out ASAP.
Eternals from Marvel coming out November 5th. And, of course, we got Spider-Man No Way Home December 17th. I mean, unless things get really weird with the pandemic, I don't see them changing those dates.
I don't think it makes any sense. I mean, they got so much more stuff lined up. But this is very cool. Now, did you get a chance to see the film over the weekend?
I did not.
Yeah, neither did I. But I have plans. I think Friday's become my day at the movie theater suddenly. I think I'm going to see the film on Friday. Now, Mac went and saw the film because she filmed half of it in the movie theater, and I scolded her for it.
She filmed half?
Well, maybe not half. Mac filmed a portion of the film from the movie theater. I messaged her. I said, that's illegal. Don't do that. And then we had a little back and forth, but she's going to be in later in the show for Chicks on Dudes right at 9 a.m. So we need to talk to her about how you shouldn't film movies in the movie theater and also how she should definitely show up to run when she says she's going to go run with you.
Should we just ask her if she liked the movie?
Yeah, we should ask her that
Okay,
too.
cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's scold her first.
That's fair. Oh, yeah, totally. All right, coming up next, story number 2. Mark Hamill breaks the internet by just tweeting out his name. The man is that good. It's coming up about last night. Powder and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
As she on Mac's stories on Facebook, she literally was filming the beginning of the movie.
She put it on the internet?
I said illegal. You can't do that. She goes, it's tradition. I'm like, okay.
What kind of traditions does she have?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Christmas Day, they just go out and steal presents from small children.
Yeah, her family's actually related to the Grinch.
Arbor Day, they start forest fires. Easter, they hunt rabbits.
Earth Day, they just turn the air conditioning on and let the front door open. Give the middle finger to the ground, the sky.
Oh man, yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend. It was a good weekend. It was just a very, very busy weekend. My backyard mowed yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, grilled out over the weekend. That was delicious.
Oh, I went and saw Candyman on Friday. Candyman. Oh, I went actually, funny enough, Bob, who just popped onto the stream, I went and saw Candyman with Bob. That movie was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife is the biggest critic of movies, especially when it comes to like franchises she loves. She loves the Candyman franchise. Well, mostly just the first film because the other sucked. But she was very skeptical. Driving to the theater, I'm like, what do you think? She goes, I'm going to probably hate it. And at the end of the movie, I asked her, I go, did you like Candyman? She turned around and looked at me and she goes, it was amazing. And I thought, okay, sarcastic answer. I get it.
Right.
You're married to me. She goes, no. I actually love the new Candyman. And like, I was stunned. I was completely stunned. Not because I didn't have an opinion of my own. I was just stunned at her opinion and her answer. No, Candyman itself, I thought was really fun. It was really well done. It connected itself only to the first film,
right?
Which was actually the only good one. And yeah, there was it's well known that Tony Todd, who plays the original Candyman from the first film, he does make the smallest of cameos in this film. But I thought it was really, really good. Really good.
Over the 4-day weekend, it made almost $13 million. Not bad. 41 total so far in its 2-week run.
So apparently they filmed that movie for $25 million and it's made over 40. So I guess that's a good sign for there to be a possible sequel.
Right.
I hope they do that.
Free Guy was in there at 3rd. Paw Patrol at 4. Jungle Cruise still steaming along. It's made $107 million so far.
Here's the thing. I've heard no one talk about Jungle Cruise. Not a single person.
They've already greenlit a sequel.
Do you know anyone who's seen that film?
No.
I don't either.
I've heard decent reviews.
Who the hell went and saw this thing?
I don't know.
Why does it deserve a sequel? I don't get that. And I actually was on I was trying to find a copy of Free Guy last night, and unfortunately, no one has put up a solid quality version of Free Guy. I just really don't want to see that movie in the theater. I got to see Candyman. I got to see Shang-Chi. I get all this movie theater cash.
I mean, it was cool in the theater. It's not. I mean, and it's obviously a big. You know, it's a big movie. You don't need a theater.
It's a big silly movie theater movie. I get it, but yeah,
you don't need a theater.
I'm lazy.
I watched Rick and Morty over the weekend.
So did I. Actually just watched the episodes last night.
I didn't. So they said it was going to be an hour-long episode. It was actually.
It was just the last 2 episodes.
It was just the last 2 episodes. Yeah. Didn't necessarily care for the second to last one all that much.
What was that one about again?
It's the crows.
Oh yeah, the 2 crows thing. I thought that was funny, but I actually really enjoyed the last episode of the season.
I enjoyed the last one.
Yeah, where it kind of brought back evil Morty for a second to kind of break the cycle of Ricks and Mortys. So I thought that was really cool.
Have you watched the live action stuff? The short live action stuff.
I think I saw both of them. There's only 2, right?
Yeah, there's 2. I haven't watched the second one yet, but I mean, it's funny that they released like a live action teaser. Features Christopher Lloyd as Rick and what is it, Jaden Martell as Morty. I'm not familiar with him. Now,
I think he's possibly from
It.
Yeah, It. Yeah.
So, and the funny thing is with Christopher Lloyd, I mean, the characters are based on Doc and Marty from Back to the Future, loosely. Mm-hmm. You know, one of the very first, like, shorts, not even TV, but, like, just things they did personally. It was just a ripoff of Back to the Future. So
Right.
it was cool to see that they actually got Christopher Lloyd to come in and do this. I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah, so they released a quick short. I think it was on Friday, and then they released one on Sunday as well.
Yeah, they're like 12 seconds and 20 seconds. They're not long.
Just in case you guys didn't see the Rick and Morty little trailer things they made for the season finale that aired on Sunday, I'm going to go ahead and drop them into the chat real quick, if it allows me. There we go. You guys check that out. All right, guys, we're in commercials right now. We're going to come back with a story on Mark Hamill. Yes, Luke Skywalker. And then we're going to get to that story of the man cutting off his penis. That's an interesting one. Kind of our fault.
It's a bold move.
Yeah.
Bold move.
Yeah. Charles, no, I actually took care of all of that by myself yesterday. So on Saturday, I'm sitting in my house. It's after cake day. So have you seen any of the episodes of I Think You Should Leave?
No.
So it's like a sketch comedy show, like kind of like Chappelle's Show, not as funny, but
Right.
kind of like Chappelle's Show in that sense. It's like just sketch after sketch, and it's on Netflix, and it's by a guy named Tim Robinson, and it's really funny. It's really absurd comedy, like Tim and Eric absurd comedy. So I was watching a couple episodes of that after cake day, sipping on a Coors Light right inside my house. The mountains were blue, just in case you're wondering. So I'm sitting there, and we hear this really loud noise, like a tree, almost like not a tree, but it was a tree, like a giant truck passing your house, where it like rumbles your entire house.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that was oddly loud. Like it shook the entire house. So I just ran to the front door real quick, just took a quick look out the peak hole, and my tree in my front yard just flat out fell over. Barely missed my wife's car, sadly. She has an old crappy car. I wish it would have hit it so we could have got, the insurance money and a new car. But so I spent the last like day and a half chopping this bitch up and then like kind of rolling it down to the curb so it can get picked up here over the next week or so, however long it takes.
Right.
Thank you, Charles from the Horde. He actually swung by my house and chopped up the larger pieces I couldn't get with my Sawzall. But yeah, it was not fun because it was a process. You have to cut back all the limbs, and then when you actually get to the log pieces, it was not fun.
Yeah, when I pulled up for AEW, there was a lot of tree in your yard.
Yeah, I know.
I got about a minute 20.
But yesterday, yeah. So Charles came by Sunday, chopped it up into smaller, more manageable pieces with his gigantic effing saw. I'm not old enough to own a saw like that. I think I'm still a few years away. But I had to move all the logs around and get them out of there, off the front yard, because I haven't mowed my front yard in, I think, like 3 weeks at this point.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did the back. Front yard I'll probably do this week. So it's like as I've gotten older, I've started to acquire more, adult type tool stuff, which in the past I was like, I'm good. I just don't need a chainsaw. You know what I mean? It's like I got a hedge trimmer, the weed whacker, the edger. And I'm just like, I will never need. I'll borrow a chainsaw. I don't need one that bad.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I've been asking for a DeWalt blower. Just like an air blower, because I have like all the batteries and stuff, because I just had to redo all of my screwdrivers and all my tools. So my wife was supposed to get me one, and she looked at me and laughed at me and said, all right, we'll finish this.
Hold that thought real quick. Sorry. We'll be right back, guys. Mark Hamill is such a national treasure. The dude can break the internet by tweeting out just his name. Stories coming up. Story number 2 about last night. It's all around nice guy and great Twitter follow. If you don't follow him on Twitter, do it. It's at Hamill himself. Mark Hamill recently tested out a theory and kind of broke the internet in the process. Lazabine12 recently tweeted to Mark Hamill himself, you could just tweet your name and get 1,000 likes. So he said, challenge accepted. He just tweeted out his name. He kind of quote tweeted Lazo Bean 12. It is currently up to almost 600,000 likes.
Yeah, as of yesterday afternoon, I had it at 567,000 likes and over 30,000 retweets of, once again, Mark Hamill replying to someone with just his name in just full caps. And that's all he did.
Yeah.
And it's probably gotten one of the biggest reactions of Twitter of all time.
Now, other people have jumped on the bandwagon. If you're famous, it's gone well. Ken Olin, he hasn't really done much of anything since 30-something in the 90s. He tested the theory. He's up to 31,000 likes. George Takei from Star Trek tested it out as well. He's up to 47,000 likes. Now, non-celebrities tried it. Not the same amount of success.
Yeah, it turns out if you're not famous, no one knows you or likes you. It's a big ego killer right there.
Now, this all started out with just a fan, tweeting at Mark Hamill. Have you ever tweeted out to a celebrity and gotten a response?
Yes, I think it's been pretty rare, but my close personal friend, Maynard James Keenan, actually liked a tweet of mine once.
Okay.
It was a stupid joke I made in regards to some stuff he was doing with his band Pussifer, but I don't think I've really gotten, a ton of reaction from celebrities, online.
I got a thanks from Kevin Smith once.
Okay.
I had watched Red State for the first time, and I was honestly blown away by how good that movie is.
Yeah.
And I tweeted out, and I'm like, Red State is a drastically underrated movie. You should watch it. And I tagged Kevin Smith in it. He just put, thanks.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That was I think he liked a tweet once on my 37th birthday. I said, hey, it's my Kevin Smith of birthdays.
Yeah.
And he liked that. That's as far as I've gotten.
Wouldn't it be funny if some celebrity took it real too far, and started DMing you?
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Hey, Cotter. Hey, what you doing today? Hey, man, I just tagged you in a tweet. No. You know me, though, right? Yeah, I know you. Do you want to be best friends? Actually, this has gone too far.
Now, this would be somebody I don't know, somebody who hadn't been famous in a while. Somebody hadn't actually tweeted this person in a while. I mean, I don't know. Judd Nelson? Could you tweet Judd Nelson right now and all of a sudden you become best friends?
I don't think I want to be his friend.
Maybe not.
He has a lot of issues.
Maybe not.
He has a lot of. I'd rather have a cool, how about Elizabeth Olsen? Jesse from good old Saved by the Bell.
That'd be a good one.
No, I could definitely get into that, if you know what I mean.
All right, coming up next, we've got the story that I read the headline and you just instantly cringe. A dude cut off his junk mid-police chase. Details coming up after Highly Suspect 16. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
And once again, this dude cutting off his penis, according to him, is our fault.
So. Yeah.
It's a rough go. It's a rough go for that guy.
All right, so after 7, going to get to what did you get sent home from school for or just kind of get disciplined over back in the day at school? Call, comment, and text. Great response online. Marshall's going to get quizzed in the face. Today it is either a My Little Pony or a porn star. So I'm going to give you the name. You have to tell me whether it's a My Little Pony or a porn star.
So I've actually written I wrote a quiz in the face yesterday while I was at home kind of hanging out. Morning, Gibby. Which may be my most scandalous quiz in the face I've ever wrote. After I watched Candyman on Friday,
okay,
I was talking to my wife about stuff on the way home from Candyman, and then we started making jokes about how ridiculous this quiz in the face would be. And then I took it to another level, and then she goes, maybe not that far. So I cut it back a little bit, and then I have a game. But the thing is, I don't think I could do it for another month. So
okay, that's fine.
Anyway, future me loves me. Current me this week, I'm absolutely screwed. I have not done or wrote a quiz in the face.
Did you see the story about the Virginia Tech football team's entrance to Enter Sandman? Everybody singing along.
I saw the subject line, but I didn't read it.
It registered on a seismograph.
Really?
It was so massive.
Huh.
Yeah. People just ready to get back in doing things. It was pretty cool. We got the videos up on the it's linked to a Loudwire story. You can get it on the Rock 106.1 Facebook page. But yeah, kind of a cool story.
Andrew says, I could picture Marshall with a beer hat on and a handsaw cutting the tree. I see, I was just out with my earbuds in and a Sawzall the other day. I don't know, going back to it, my wife started laughing at me when I was cutting the tree because she was supposed to buy me. She yells at me all the time. She's like, you never tell me what you want. You always just go buy and stuff. I'm like, I'm a guy. I just do that. So She started laughing at me while we were cutting the tree away because, like, you know, we had all these remnants and broken branches and leaves in my driveway. She goes, really be nice if you had that DeWalt blower now, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it really would be.
All right, we got just over a minute. Story number 3 about last night. We're going to end the hour kind of running down the top 10 from the Rock 106.1 20th anniversary countdown, just in case you missed out. I think we may, because we used to do the Rock 1000 years ago. May bring this back every Labor Day weekend. We'll dial it down to just 1,000 instead of 1061, so it'll end at a little bit more respectable time. The extra 61 songs.
Really hammered us there.
But it didn't end until after 6. I'd like it to end a little earlier on the Monday. All right, guys, 15 seconds. Be right back. Tennessee man Tyson Gilbert decided to John Wayne Bobbitt himself during a recent police chase. Got that story coming up. Story number 3 about last night. Oh, it's doozy. Now, this type of story normally it'd be like Florida man.
Right.
But Tennessee man decided to say, hold my beer. I got this. 39-year-old Tennessee man Tyson Gilbert had parked his Honda Accord in the middle of the road. He's blocking traffic. So Highway Patrolman Bobby Johnson, so fitting, pulled up behind him, turned on his lights. That's when Gilbert took off, led Johnson on a police chase. Now, according to the cop, Gilbert's swerving all over the place.
Right.
He finally decides to stop. He opens his door, gets out naked and covered in blood.
Yeah, this immediately for a cop. I mean, what do you think's happening here?
He's killing somebody. Somebody's being tortured. There's
Right.
a body in the trunk of his car. So many things going through my head.
Immediately, I want to shoot this guy. But good for the cop, Bobby Johnson, once again. He doesn't. The dude gets back in his car, and he continues this chase. Well, they throw down some spike strips, and they get him stopped. And when they stopped him finally, that's when reality hit, and some stuff happened.
Sometime during this police chase, Tyson Gilbert thought it was a great idea to cut off his penis. Now, according to reports, somewhere along this police chase, he also threw it out the window.
Did he throw it at the cops directly, or did he just like throw it out the window like a piece of trash?
It's like a bug coming up hitting the windshield. What was that? You're trying to, windshield wiper a penis off your window.
It just stuck underneath your windshield wiper.
Blood. It's like the guts of the bug. It's blood.
Oh, no. Well, apparently, according to reports, Gilbert, once again, this man who was behind the wheel, naked, covered in blood, cut off his own penis, threw it out the window, apparently, cut off his own penis because he heard voices coming from the radio telling him to do so in order to save the world. This is why it's kind of our fault.
I mean, not you and I personally.
Maybe.
It is maybe a black mark on the radio industry.
Now, here's the thing. Tim, the engineer, he does a lot of stuff in this. I mean, how far do our voices go?
I don't know.
Tennessee doesn't seem very implausible. It's pretty close state-wise.
We're amping up the voltage on the wattage on the tower.
Maybe this is Tim, the engineer's fault, which is, and then therefore maybe they heard us say a dumb joke.
Yeah.
And then maybe this guy cut off his penis because of it. I'm not saying it's not our fault, but I'm also not saying it is.
As soon as you brought up Tim the engineer, I'm like, okay, I could buy that.
I know, it's pretty plausible,
I
right?
could buy it now.
Immediately, as soon as I read this story, I'm like, what did Tim do here?
He really screwed up in the weirdest way possible. No, I mean, I think we can pretty much guarantee it. We're never going to ask you to cut your penises off.
Yeah.
That's not something we're going to ask.
We will play detachable penis, though.
Yes.
Was he listening to the Rock 106 1061 song countdown on Friday?
If this went down Friday at 10, it's totally our fault.
Okay. All right, let's stop talking about this. It didn't. If we stop talking about it, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, and it's not our fault.
What was
We're
this?
going to slowly back away from this story, and we'll be right back. Right, Cotter?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Coming up next, speaking of the Rock 106 120th anniversary countdown, in case you missed the top 10 songs, we're going to run those down. So stick around. It's coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
You didn't put that together, did you?
I didn't. Now I'm starting to wonder.
I'm pretty sure this is our fault. Oh, man.
Eastbound I-16 into Savannah is blocked at Dean Forest Road due to an accident.
Yeah, so I saw that up on WJCL. So it looks like a tractor trailer has jackknifed.
Oh, shoot.
And that is what's blocking all of the eastbound lanes. This apparently happened just after 2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
It's unclear if anyone was injured or what caused the crash, but it is screwing up morning traffic already.
We could probably mention that real quick. I know we got traffic coming up, but
yeah, I saw that story as soon
cool.
as I jumped on JCL this morning, and yeah, there's no update. It just says it's developing at this point.
Right. Yeah, that's going to take a while to clean up. Ugh. Hopefully everybody's okay. All right. So where are we at? Time-wise. There's one. Here.
Yeah, hopefully none of you guys are seeing any of that nonsense. Exit again at that spot. Eastbound I-16. Let's see. Eastbound lanes on I-16 before Chatham Parkway, Gibby, is where they're located at. Let's see.
I'm going to go fire up some coffee real quick.
Gotcha. Yeah, that spot again on traffic is eastbound I-16 before Chatham Parkway. So hopefully you guys, I know some of you are out on the roadways watching and listening to us. Thank you. Don't hurt yourself. Don't crash anything. Don't be that guy. But also, yeah, try to avoid that area for the time being. Having it 2:30 in the morning, still 4 hours later, and they're trying to get that thing out of there. Wild stuff. All right, coming up next, guys, we're going to be sharing your stories. What did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? If you got a story that you want to share with us here in the chat, feel free to do that. Once again, what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? If you have some stories that you'd like to share in the chat, please drop them in. Or you can go ahead and call us, 1-800-394-1061. Or you can also text us at that same exact number. Good morning, Mac. Yeah, this is the Marshall close-up. It's a rough one this morning. Sorry, man. Big Labor Day weekend. I ate my fair share. And now it's just a week of purging, so I feel less fat from the weekend. But, yeah, it was a big weekend. Went and saw Candyman with my buddy Bob and his wife, Sarah, who at any moment will probably have a child. Name it after me. And then let's see. Yeah, Saturday we had cake day, which was great. And then my tree fell down in my front yard. So I dealt with that. Sunday had some of the boys over to watch AEW on Sunday. And then yesterday just kind of chilled out. I left the house exactly once. I went to Target just to see if they had any Halloween stuff up. They have some Halloween stuff up. I know we talk about it a little bit here on the stream. So if you are looking for some Halloween decorations, Target on Savannah Mall has like the smallest amount of Halloween stuff up. Tony says, I heard there may have been a diesel spill associated with that crash. That's what caused a slowdown and cleanup. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes for that trucker. Juana says, you and the hubby are hitting the gym tonight. We're going to collapse with all the crap we ate this weekend. Yeah. Yep, time for a good old fasting, purge, whatever you're into, whatever you can get away with. Today will definitely be a salad day. back to being salad boy.
All right. I've got audio from the songs, too. So.
Okay.
All right. Last spot. Foo Fighters Making a Fire coming up. No worries, Gibby. No worries. So today is like National Beer Lovers Day. Got a report of, they call them trashy beers. We call them just like cheap beers. The number one trashy or cheap beers in all 50 states.
Okay.
Number one on the list, coming in at 10 different states: Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Maine, North and South Carolina, South Dakota, Vermont, Virginia, and Utah. Any guess?
Cheap beers, I would think Yingling, maybe?
It is on the list, but not number one. Number one is Natty Light.
Natty Light?
The most popular bad beer, trashy beer in those 10 states.
Yeah. I can confirm Charles from the Horde drinks Natty Light, so...
Well, number two, I believe Charles is in on this one as well. Alabama, Arkansas, Hawaii, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee, all about the Michelob Ultra.
Oh, Mick Ultra, damn.
Yep. Number three, we get the Bud Light, Alaska, Iowa, Massachusetts, and West Virginia. Coors Light at number four. I guess it tied Bud Light in both four states, Arizona, California, Minnesota, and Nevada. Then there's a tie between Budweiser, Keystone, and Yuengling in three states.
Mm-hmm.
Also making the cut, Miller Lite, Keystone Light, and Stroh's.
Stroh's?
Stroh's.
I don't even know what Stroh's is.
I remember Stroh's. It's an old school beer. You had some that were one state, which were Busch, Coors Original, Genesee. The cream ale is actually not bad. Lone Star. I dig a good Lone Star. Miller Genuine Draft. When was the last time you had a Miller Genuine Draft?
Good old MGD.
Yeah.
Not on purpose.
They still make it?
I guess so.
Natty Bo is on the list. If you're from Maryland, I'm guessing that's the one state who put Natty Bo.
On the chat, Charles goes, effing right, Natty Lights all day, Ultras all night.
Also, PBR only made it for one state.
What state?
It doesn't say. It just says one state. Then Schaefer.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised PBR only made one state. Here we go. We can see which one it was.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I don't know. So, Max sent me a video yesterday.
Yeah.
And her mom was making food for like 87 people.
Oh, they're bringing in food.
Yeah. Did you see all this?
No, I didn't see that, though.
Dude, she sent me video of like mac and cheese, and I think there was okra. I mean, like, she shot, and I was like, I thought it was just those two eating it last night. I'm like, why are you making so much? There's so much food.
Right.
It was ridiculous. But there was Mama Margaret in Mac's kitchen just dishing away.
Yeah.
Making stuff. It was crazy.
Mama Margaret came out to Cake Day. She's as amazing as you would want Mama Margaret to be. She was awesome. All right, got about 90 seconds.
Mama Margaret seems like the type of lady, though, like, if she was like, hey, I'm going to come running with you on the bridge at 5 o'clock in the morning, I feel like Mama Margaret would be there.
She would have been there with Bloody Marys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she would have showed up and be like,
early.
Drink? Yeah.
She would have somehow plugged a blender into her car. And she's like, you want a pina colada? I know it's 5 a.m., but, you know.
I mix them up on the way over. It's fine.
Can't get drunk all day unless you start in the morning.
Ooh.
All right, guys, we're going to reveal the top 10 of the countdown that we did all weekend long, just in case you missed it. Break that down for you here on our next break. And then after that, we're going to jump into our topic of the day. What did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? Feel free to share your stories in the chat here. We'll share all of your stories just after 7 o'clock this morning.
I was pretty happy with the top 10 list this year. I think this is the first time we've ever done a list like this where Nirvana didn't make the top 10 in some way, shape, or form.
This list right here is like almost the top 10 songs you hear at a sporting event.
Yeah, I get that. All right, guys, be right back. So over Labor Day weekend, we kind of wrapped up our 20th anniversary celebration with the Rock 1061 20th anniversary countdown. We played the top 1,061 songs ever played on Rock 1061. Big thanks to everybody who participated, sent in their suggestions. Big thanks to everybody who just listened. It sounded like got a lot of nice comments. Sounded like a lot of people had fun. I love the beginning of the countdown, especially because that's where you get the songs you don't normally play.
Right.
And then as you get higher up on the list, it gets a little bit more familiar. But just some really fun stuff in the beginning.
So let's break down the top 10 real quick, Cotter, and we'll definitely not talk about detachable penis. We realize we might be in trouble with that one.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, coming in at number 10. It's Lemmy and Motorhead, man. Ace of Spades.
I'm glad that made the top 10. What a great plan, how that worked out. I don't know how it worked out, but, man, Motorhead jumping in number 10 with Ace of Spades on our top 1,061 songs on Rock 106.1. Awesome.
I like that one. All right, number 9, obviously the highest entrant for Disturbed. I think it's still my favorite song from the band.
I know, it's like it's essentially their own theme song.
It really is.
and like I said just before we went on the air, I'm like, these songs are like the songs that you hear when you go into a sports stadium. Everyone knows these songs. They just get you jammed and amped up when you walk into a sports environment. And these top 10 definitely hit all those notes.
All right, number 8, a lot of songs from the Foo Fighters. This is the one that made it up highest on the list. Now, I don't know if that's my favorite song from the Foo Fighters.
I mean, it was probably one of their biggest ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it was off their second album, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
But good stuff from the Foo Fighters. Number 7 on the list. This one shocked me that it was this high. But then again, it doesn't. I mean, out of the 2000s, I would say this is one of, if not, the best and or most memorable song.
100%. Played at every single sporting event ever, probably for the rest of time. I mean, Jack White, I don't think, has to write another song for the rest of his life. Seven Nation Army, every single sports thing I go to, it's playing.
All right, counting down or revealing the top 10 from the Rock 1061 20th anniversary countdown over the weekend. Just in case you missed it, coming in at number 6. Your close personal friend, Maynard James Keenan's got to be happy.
That's right, and that song, 20 years old. It came out in 2001. Feel old, man?
Yeah, a little bit. All right, finally made it into the top 5 of the Rock 1061 20th anniversary countdown. And it's a weird thing to say. I think Alice in Chains is an underrated band.
Yeah, they definitely probably don't get enough love. I mean, like, a lot of people know them for that song and Rooster, but, I mean, they have so much other great stuff that's not really played as much as those two songs that people just don't remember.
Yeah. Metallica making the top 10, hell, making the top 5 twice. First at number 4. It's their signature song, man.
Yeah, and this is the song that was played at, a Virginia Tech game over the weekend that actually people sang along to when the team came out that actually was so loud. I think a seismic
seismograph or whatever.
Seismograph result was taken from it, and like it shook the earth.
Yeah, and of course, Black Album celebrating 30 years this year. We're going to celebrate that this weekend. Got more details coming up a little bit later on in the show. But here we go, top 3 of the Rock 1061 20th anniversary countdown, coming in at number 3. I still say Appetite for Destruction, front to back, is just the best pure rock album ever released.
Yeah, one of them. I'm one of them, 100%. I agree with that.
All right, number 2, Rage Against the Machine. I love Rage Against the Machine, man. I'm not gonna lie, I just love that band.
Yeah, Killing in the Name, definitely one of the best tracks out there from Rage. Coming at number 2 on the all-time 1,061 song countdown.
All right, number 1 on our list. It did belong to Metallica, and it's one of my favorites from the band. It's hard to pick your favorite, so I can't do that, but Master of Puppets definitely near the top of the list. It deserves it, man. I don't know. It's hard to always come up with number 1, but that song just made sense.
Yeah, like you said, it's hard to pick a favorite child when it comes to a band like Metallica, but Master of Puppets, it's a good choice coming in at number 1.
All right, so thank you to everybody who tuned in, checked out the countdown. I think we're going to do it every Labor Day weekend. We'll do the Rock 1000. We'll come back. We'll count them down each and every year. Coming up after 7 o'clock, it's time to call. It's time to comment. It's time to text. 800-394-1061. What did you get sent home for school for or get disciplined over? We got some great stories coming up from you guys on Facebook, but we want more, so hit us up now. What did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? Your stories are next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
It's funny. That's exactly what Elaine asked. What's the topic? All right, guys. Yeah, as you heard Cotter say, what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? Good morning, Sandy. Thanks for joining us. Once again, what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? That is our question of the day. Go ahead and drop in your stories on the chat, or feel free to call us, 1-800-394-1061. To our knowledge, the phones are working. That's what we've been told. So feel free to call us up with your stories at 1-800-394-1061. You can also text us if that's the way you want to go about things. Same exact number. Go ahead and share your stories with us.
I'm going to grab a coffee and be right back.
Let's see. Wanda, Sean, thank you for sharing your stories with us. I'm just putting those together for our topic of the day, for our question of the day. Sorry, I'm just going over some old comments. Here's Mac yelling at me. Are there plates at the radio station? We have paper plates, Mac, and tons of cutlery. Just a heads up. Glad you guys could join us nice and early this morning. Once again, our question of the day. What did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? I got a great story about health class that I'll be sharing myself.
I've got 2 stories, but both of these stories, once again, proving I was a boring child. So, randomly watched all 4 Hunger Game movies over the weekend. I'd read the books when they came out. Really liked the books. Had watched the movies. Had seen the first one a couple times, second one a couple times, but the last 2, because they split Mockingjay into 2 different movies because they don't want to make money. I was like, man, I just don't remember those movies. Let's watch these. So as my wife's doing schoolwork, I was writing trivia. We threw them on and we were watching them. First one, still really good. Second one, not bad. Then you get into the 2 Mockingjay movies.
Yeah.
The first one is garbage. I mean, it is literally, we're not going to do much of anything because it's all coming in the second one. We're just doing this to make money.
Right.
You could have easily crammed that into one movie. The last one, though, the ending to the book sucked anyway. I get it. It's a dystopian world, so you can't really expect the happy ending. The last movie, really good. The ending's questionable, but the last movie's good.
Man, this whole story is blowing my mind.
Why?
Because I just realized you drink chocolate milk for coffee. So do I.
Yeah, lots of cream. Lots of cream.
So for a man who sometimes runs through like series, like a few episodes at a time.
Yeah.
You watched 4 Jennifer Lawrence film. Was it one day? 2
No,
days?
it's over the weekend.
You watched the entire what's it called? Hunger Games series?
Yeah.
4 films.
Yeah.
Over a weekend?
Yeah.
And you were just like, yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, we had them on as I was writing trivia. My wife had schoolwork to do. So they were on as we were doing stuff. But so we and then like we wrapped it up as we ate dinner last night.
Wow.
So endings, the ending in the book is just utterly depressing. I get it. It's not the most uplifting story.
Right.
And it's funny because it's like, it kind of got lumped in, it came out after Harry Potter and Divergent, and there's all these like, young adult, dystopian movies and books and everything. This is a dark effing movie, man. It's not a kid's book. It's dark. That last one still stands up. It was solid.
Jeremy, good morning. And Elaine, thank you for dropping in your story here. We do appreciate that. Once again, our question of the day, and thanks for everyone joining us this morning. What did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? That is our question of the day. Feel free to drop in your story via the chat here on the stream, or you can go ahead and call us or text us at 1-800-394-1061. Thanks for sharing that, Andrew.
Sean, what is Ed's famous smoked meats? Is Sean horny for smoked meats said had some Ed's famous smoked meats this weekend? Meh. Is it a chain? I've never heard of it.
Huh. It definitely looks like it could be a chain.
Okay. I will say most chain barbecue spots are questionable anyway. Famous Dave's wasn't bad.
Oh, Famous Dave's.
Are they still around?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
There was a spot in Vegas that was pretty close to my house.
Okay, Famous Dave's isn't bad. But, I mean, to me, barbecue is kind of like tacos. I want to go to a small, seedy-looking place where you're questioning their health rating, but you know you're going to get something good.
Actually, the only Ed's Famous Barbecue I found online is actually in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Huh.
And I'm 99% sure Sean was not there this week.
No.
Because I FaceTimed him into our cake day meeting, and it looked like just hanging out in the woods. It's just totally normal. Not a big deal at all.
Andrew, you went to a school where guys couldn't have long hair? Were you born in the 50s? My dad was, unlike me, athletic. Is a really good basketball player, and played in high school. And senior year, he grew his hair out. And I think it covered his ears. It wasn't long by any means. And they told him, it's like, look, not playing unless you got your hair. My dad, hippie. So my dad's like, F you, not cutting my hair. Didn't play basketball senior year.
They taught him.
He regretted it. He later regretted that decision.
Yeah. Oh, it's called Ed's Pit Stop. Gotcha. All right, guys, here in the show today, just to give you guys a heads up, we're going to dive into our question of the day. Once again, feel free to share your stories with us via text or phone call, 1-800-394-1061, or you could drop your story into the chat. What did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? After that, we'll get quizzed in the face. I specifically will. Cotter will be doing that test. What is the quiz in the face again today?
It's My Little Pony or porn star. So I'm going to give you a name.
Gotcha.
You have to tell me whether it's a My Little Pony horse or a porn star.
Yeah, like Sprinkles McJizzalot.
Surprisingly.
A My Little Pony.
I mean, not well known, but still.
Sparkles I gotta stop. We'll also play trivia in the 8 o'clock hour for some Tommy Vext tickets. Mac will stop in at 9 o'clock for Chicks on Dudes. Apparently, she's bringing us a feast.
I like it.
It's probably to apologize for not showing up to run and also illegally filming movies. And then we'll wrap up the day with Marshall's music news.
So Sean, so we were commenting about how we hadn't heard of Ed's Famous. He says, exactly. See, they aren't famous. Went to a little town called Birchwood, Wisconsin. It's not a chain. It's a gas station in a small town. They have ice cream, barbecue, and trinkets. So see, you roll up at a place like that, you're expecting good barbecue.
Yeah.
So I hate that when you're let down like that. I will say that's, going to Texas, that is one of the cool things because it's like my uncle and my cousins, they'll be like, all right, we found this place. It is the biggest, smallest hole in the wall on the face of the planet, but man, the food's good. And they just serve it on wax paper.
I haven't been to a good barbecue place in a while. No offense to any Savannah place. I mean, I've been to those places 1,000 times.
Right.
I need to go somewhere and find some random ass barbecue joint and just go to town.
Yeah.
Regret my life. I want to eat so much. I want to regret my life living. Every breath I want pained.
I think I brought it up last week, the Facebook group I joined. So you can't find a tenderloin in the South. A tenderloin sandwich.
Okay.
It's a northern thing for whatever reason. And I think I've talked about not being able to find tenderloins before. If there's a place in the area where I can find a tenderloin, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I stumbled across this Facebook page where it was looking. I mean, it's basically people eating tenderloin sandwiches, and they post pictures of it. Here's where I went and got it. Rate the tenderloin, that kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Maybe there'll be some places in the South. Everything's effing north. Nothing in the South.
You know who has a tenderloin sandwich? I'm pretty sure this is real.
Okay.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. So when we went to Florida, the Lake Dora vacation, there was this 50s themed diner. They had a tenderloin there. So I shouldn't say that you can't find it in the South. They did have one there. It was, since I hadn't had one in a while, serviceable, but not what I was hoping for.
Sorry, I'm just going over some of our stories real quick. Man, thank you guys so much for chiming in with your stories this morning. Sean, Wanda, Elaine, Andrew, John, Hot Tub Johnny's even here. Charles, thank you for sharing your stories.
I have two. One of them's really quick. Like I said, both of them about the lamest things you can ever get in trouble for while at school.
Sean says, has anyone ever had a Juicy Lucy?
I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you what it is right now.
I feel like that's just that's the start of a joke that I don't want to be the butt of. So.
Definitely a porn star, not a My Little Pony. No,
Are you sure?
Burger stuffed with molten hot cheese. I could do that.
I don't know why. I seem like I burn my mouth on literally everything. I feel like that would just be another thing. Phil says, if I'm not mistaken, there's a place in Brunswick called Willie's Weenie Wagon that has a tenderloin. I go there for burgers, but I'm pretty sure they have one. There you go, Cotter.
Name alone.
Sounds like you need to go to Brunswick this weekend.
I think the wife and I are going to go to Hilton Head. She's been wanting to do thrift store stuff like the past 2-3 months, just with all the kids and everything going on. Haven't been able to make it, but I think we're going to head there Saturday. A couple things she's wanting to get for the house.
I'm going to see Shang-Chi. And don't say Shang-Chi or get yelled at by Mac, who will then film the movie and show you on her phone later.
Yeah, you tell me which one's worse. Shang-Chi or illegal filming the movie. I'll go with Shang-Chi is fine.
Has anyone, outside of Phil, has anyone been to Willie's Weenie Wagon? Because I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Really? I've never heard about it.
Yeah, it literally is. It's like a shed.
Yeah, it is.
And it's crazy popular.
This looks like a place that would have a tenderloin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like you get stabbed, but also have a delicious meal.
Can I have the meal first?
No, well, here's the thing. The stabbings are free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Buy one tenderloin, get stabbed for free.
They have a fried pork chop.
Oh, maybe that's it. That's what they're known for, their pork chop.
Okay, well, that's definitely not a fried tenderloin. They are different.
Maybe they can, isn't a tenderloin just a smash kind of pork chop?
It's a pork chop that you smash the hell out of. To where it's like, a good one, it takes like 3 hamburger buns and it still doesn't contain it all.
How about this? When you go up and order, give them a hammer.
Can you smash the hell out of that sandwich for me?
Hey, I know you guys are kind of known for your whole weenie thing here, but here's a hammer. Go make me a tenderloin, bitch.
We got about 90 seconds.
All right, so this break, you're going to go first.
Yeah,
I'll share a story or two off of chat, and I'm just going off of what I've gotten from the chat specifically. So feel free to run off of Facebook, whatever you want.
Okay.
Phil says it's effing amazing. I've been going there since I was in middle school.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out.
I think this weekend is Halloween decorating time.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead.
I almost spent $100. This is how you know I'm an adult with no children. I almost spent $150 on a 12-foot skeleton T-Rex. Both T-Rex. And I kept telling myself, I'm like, you need this. And then at the end of the day, I didn't buy it. But damn it, I got real close, Connor, to buying a 12-foot T-Rex, skeleton T-Rex.
I spent $150 on my kid's book for college. Book, not plural.
Right.
Book.
Singular.
You're contemplating it. Yours is much more fun. All right, guys, be right back. What did you get sent home for in school? Or what did you get disciplined over? 800-394-1061. Call, comment, and text. I got 2 stories, both proving, once again, how lame I was as a child. All right, once again, call, comment, and text. What did you get sent home for school for or get disciplined over back in the day? One was real short. I was in band. Growing up, played the drums poorly. This was probably junior high.
You have rhythm?
No, that's why I said poorly.
Oh, okay. Jesus. I was going to be scared there.
So I couldn't get a song right for some reason. I kept messing up. Mr. Vandalinder, was like, Gabe, come on, you're screwing this up, whatever. I'm like, this song sucks. He goes, get out.
Yes.
I'm like, what? Get out. Kicked me out of band for 3 days.
3 days for saying a song? Do you remember the song?
I don't. Yeah. So that was one.
Was it the national anthem, you commie?
No. Number 2, so they did, summer school, but they did like some classes that were just like, hey, I want to kill 2 weeks, go to school, So I did an art class over the summer. So I was in junior high. It was taught by the high school art teacher. I don't remember her name. Anyway. So it's just like a 2-week class. Well, I had fireworks, just little like black cats, nothing major.
Just like in your pocket?
No, you ready for this? Fanny pack.
Yeah.
Fanny pack. So we decided we had a recess-y type period. You just went outside, had to, kill a few minutes. So one of the guys had a lighter, so we decided, let's let off some fireworks.
This is a great time to let off fireworks.
So we did it outside, just at the high school. So we go back in, and the teacher starts asking about these fireworks. And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? No, I don't know.
Definitely not in my fanny pack.
I didn't light off fireworks. So I get sent to the principal's office, and he asked me to remove, the contents of my fanny pack.
All right.
So I remove...
condoms?
No, I wish. I was
a gallon of lube. It was one of those hilariously large fanny packs.
Like a clown car. No, so I had this like silk kiss wall hang.
Yes.
Black and just a white, printed on it, and with all, 4 members of Kiss and their makeup. Why that was in my fanny pack,
right.
Don't know. Principal's like, remove everything. So I take that out and I set it on his desk. And he's like, unwrap that. So I unwrap it, like 5 fireworks go flying. And he's like, all right, you're out. And it's like I was suspended for 1 day. And you get suspended for 1 day. They kick you out of the class. So I got kicked out of the class, went home, told my mom. and she actually grew up with the principal. She called him. I mean, not that it was going to matter. And I remember she called him, and she called him by his first name. And it was,
Philip?
It was like, Dave, come on. I mean, they grew up right across the street from each other. And he's like, no, he had him. He's suspended. So those were the two ultra lame reasons I got disciplined in school. My wife lived a more wilder life than I did. I did nothing growing up. So boring.
Good Lord. All right. Well, let's go to the stream for a little bit more entertaining stories here. So let's go with Andrew real quick. He says, I grew up in Texas, and when I went to school, they wouldn't let me have my hair. They told me I had to cut my hair. They had this stupid rule that guys could not have long hair. The principal even pulled out scissors and tried to cut it.
What?
My mom almost whooped his butt over that. I mean, could you imagine another person just being like, you can't have long hair here, and then just like walking, like moseying on over with a pair of scissors? Immediately, I want to disarm him like Jackie Chan and stab him.
I mean, this seems like something out of the 50s, 60s.
And Andrew's not that old.
No.
He's a member of the Horde. We actually hung out with him this weekend. That's kind of surprising. Like if some dude walked up with a pair of scissors to me, immediately I'm fighting him.
I don't know if I go that far.
Well, he's trying. Oh, seriously? A guy's walking up with a pair of scissors to you?
He's not going to stab you. He wants
You don't
to cut
know his
your
intention?
hair.
You don't know his intention,
He's the
principal or
principal.
not. I don't know. Maybe he's a psychopath. Maybe he's hearing voices from the radio, Cotter. Maybe he is. I got another story here, Cotter, too, from the stream. And once again, our question of the day is, what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over in school? This story here comes from our buddy Hot Tub Johnny. He said, I have a bit of a smart mouth, and I questioned my teacher's college credentials one time. He goes, a bit of a jerk move on my part. He goes, ironically, later in life, the teacher became my neighbor and a good friend. He said, yeah, you were kind of a jerk in school. So, good for Hot Tub Johnny. Turning that around, and we're making friends.
What'd you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? Shelly Noreen hit us up on Facebook. Fighting back when I was bullied. Dad was a Marine. Told us, don't start it, but you better finish it.
Ooh, I like that.
Principal said it was not ladylike to fight. I think Dad had a few choice words for walked home and then was taken out to dinner.
You're celebrated.
Standing up for yourself, man. Yeah. I get that.
I like that. You should be celebrated, absolutely. Even if you lose a fight.
Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What'd you get sent home from school for or disciplined over? We got more of your stories coming up. Here's Volbeat, Wait a Minute, My Girl, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks for sharing your stories in the chat as well. Once again, our question of the day is, what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? We are playing the shortest song in the world, so let's go ahead and get this figured out before we jump back on the air. So, Connor, why don't you go with, I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll tell my story. I'll go Facebook, and then I'll share, let's see, I'll probably share Charles's story from the stream.
Okay. All right, I got a couple I'll share here. I'm going to wrap up Charles, and we can move on.
So did you not want to do a third break here?
No, we can't. I'm sorry, wrap up that one break and move on. Yeah,
gotcha.
We can definitely do this.
Okay.
All right, got about 1 minute.
Andrew says we used to toss those glass stink bombs into the teacher's lounge. Those things were disgusting. Let's see. Sean says, Cotter, your defense should have been fireworks. I'm wearing a fanny pack. I'm not cool enough for fireworks.
It's a true call. Yeah, I don't know why I was wearing a fanny pack. I bet, you know what? I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm a good 90. Mm-hmm. The other day we were talking about questionable fashion choices and how I wear those really loud, like almost Zumba-looking pants. I bet I was wearing a pair of those.
Like, what kind of fan? I hope it was like a neon yellow fanny pack.
I think it was just a black fanny pack. I don't think it was neon.
Lame. Let's see. Charles says, Saturday, deer archery season starts. Game freaking on.
All right, guys. Be right back. So what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? Hit us up now. Call, comment, or text. The number, 800-394-1061.
Now, Connor, you won't believe it, but I've been a notable smartass my entire life. It's started an early age. I think I blame my father. But one time in school, and this was like, I think, 9th grade. Like, I just got into high school.
Right.
You know, fresh into new digs, bunch of new people around, so I have to impress them with my hilarious comedy. So I was in health class, and I don't remember the teacher's name at this point, but it was a female teacher, and she was younger.
Right.
She was pretty. So, you know, health class was always an entertaining class to go to because there was lots of fun stuff to do and see. So this was the day they were talking about taking care of yourself.
Okay.
You know, and making sure that it is a very reasonable thing to do because you don't want to go out and have unprotected sex. So it was kind of like sex day, but it was more of the self-sex day. I don't know the best way to explain that. Anyway, so, of course, I chime in with a hilarious bit of comedy. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it took all of 5 seconds to get kicked out of class. I then went to the principal's office, and I told him what I said verbatim. And once again, I'm sorry, I don't quite remember the exact words I said. My principal audibly laughed at what I said. So immediately I'm like, I'm in the clear. Now, I didn't get suspended. I didn't get, I guess, disciplined overall. I had to write a letter of apology to the teacher, which is very weird because I had to say, Miss Smith, I'm so sorry I talked about taking care of yourself and the joke I made. And then I literally had to write the joke again. Right. And I was just crying laughing. There was probably little tear droplets on the piece of paper because I'm crying laughing, writing, because I'm like, Marshall, you nailed that one, bro. You absolutely nailed that one. And not only that, I had to give her the letter personally. She read it in front of me.
Did you read in front of class or just you?
No, just me. Okay. This was after, it was like the next day. I had to walk in between periods, be late for another class because the principal was sitting at the door. Yeah. She read it in front of me silently, looked at me, and she goes, "It's okay. I'll see you in class tomorrow." Whew. Dodged a bullet there. But I really thought I was going to be suspended. But it was very awkward writing a letter of apology about, masturbation to your teacher.
So do you think your principal told that story and or joke for like years to come?
Oh, yeah. I bet he just repeated that joke because it was hilarious. Once again, I'm so sorry. It's like Tenacious D's tribute. Right. This is the greatest joke in the world. No, this is actually just a tribute. I come up with something, but I'll leave it to your imaginations.
All right. What'd you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? 800-394-1061. Ben hit us up on Facebook. He said starting a small fire in the library.
That's fine.
Long story short, playing with matches to show off for some classmates, dropped a match, and a book briefly caught fire, which let up a huge plume of smoke.
Briefly?
Set off the sprinklers.
Oh, no, in the library.
The kicker to this, Ben, at the time, he was in the 1st grade.
Wow.
How is he getting matches?
Little arsonist. I love him.
Jason hit us up. I like this. This was good. I got suspended for being late to class. Didn't tell my mom. Here's the part that was good. And just got up like I was going to school. Hung out in the woods behind my house. Then I went to the mall. Mom never knew.
Yeah, that's great,
That's
though.
genius.
Yeah, I mean, when you can pull off, it's like that's pulling off the ultimate crime when you're so young.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
It's was like, I was just doing karate in the woods, man, and then I went to the mall and just continued doing karate. No one said anything to me there.
All right, what'd you get sent home from school for? Get disciplined over? 800-394-1061.
All right, going back to the stream, Charles shared a story that I think is very relatable, especially if you went to school back in the day, more back in the day than some of us. He goes, back in the day, we went to Calvary Baptist Day School. The preferred disciplinary tactic was a paddle. I think my buddies and I got licks from just about every principal, coach, male teacher there. We were just class clown idiots. Worst person to get a lick from was our 6th grade teacher. She was a 4.0 tennis player. I'm guessing that's good. And had a hell of a forehand.
Whoa!
He goes, I was smart enough only to get one whack from her.
Whoa!
Could you imagine?
No.
What if she just did it like Happy Gilmore? Like she took a few steps back and just kind of wound up and right into it. I mean, if Charles went to my school, I would automatically try to hit him. He's just got a very hittable face.
It'd be like, all right, you're going to get spanked today, and then Venus or Serena Williams walks in. And you're like, crap.
Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what'd you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? Hit us up, 800-394-1061. We got more of your stories coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Whoever that was, call back. We've got time now.
I'm going to check the text line real quick.
I think there was something there from Mark.
Yeah, I'll take whatever that is. I'll take it.
Okay.
I've got like another story or two I can share over here. Password. All right, guys, thank you so much for sharing your stories this morning. Once again, our question of the day is, what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over?
All right, so our buddy Brenton sent in a laundry list.
Oh, Jesus.
Elementary school, middle school, and high school, all covered. So we'll get to all of those.
Did he just drop that?
Yeah, no, it was on Facebook. I just hadn't read it all yet.
Yeah, we got 3 text messages on the chat here.
Okay, cool.
Oh, my God. Wow, this story is fantastic via the text that we're going to share. That's fantastic. Okay. I love how our chat currently is just a couple people talking about food. It's just Mac and Sean just diving in over Southern food right now.
I remember, so I'm still old enough to where paddling was a thing when I was like in grade school. And for whatever reason, there's this kid named Tommy Shiflett. Unfortunate last name.
Yeah.
Wasn't even that bad of a kid.
Tommy Shiflett.
Wasn't even that bad of a kid. I mean, little, not overly popular, but not necessarily like a troublemaker.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever reason, that dude got paddled all the time. And I don't remember what he did. I'm like, he seems like an all right guy. What happened? But all the time getting paddled.
They just had a very hittable face.
Maybe.
Or body. All right, so I've got probably 2 that I'll use here.
Okay. I've got Brenton's. I thought there was another one. Brenton's is good.
All right, so I'm going to probably do, I don't know who this person is here, but I'll do this one from a text line. I'll do Wanda's.
Okay.
And that's, do you just want to go back and forth here?
Yeah. I'll do one, you do one. I'll do one, and we'll end on whichever one you want to end on.
Yeah, I'll do Wanda's first, and I'll end on, it'll be French fries.
Okay.
Just remember French fries. It's that good.
Sounds good. All right, got a couple minutes of commercials coming up. 5 Finger Death Punch with Blue on Black. Mac joins us today for Chicks on Dudes, moving it to Tuesday because Bachelor in Paradise is moving to Tuesday nights exclusively because of Monday Night Football.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we'll make that flip-flop this week. Lauren will join us tomorrow. End of this hour, Marshall's going to get quizzed in the face. My Little Pony or porn star. I'm going to give you a name. You have to tell me whether it is the name of a My Little Pony or a porn star. Pretty easy.
And we are exactly 2 weeks away from our very first Torture Tuesday of the Torture Tuesday season. We're back. We're back with the Tuesdays, back with torturing each other. Our first Torture Tuesday of the year will be the Duel Challenge. The Duel Challenge. And I got it right here.
Yeah, they have upped the one chip challenge, taking it to a new level.
So this is what we're going to do for our very first Torture Tuesday. And, of course, we're idiots, so we're going to add on some more stupid stuff. So this is the Duel featuring 2 Pepper X chips. It's the world's newest, hottest pepper, the Pepper X. So what it is there's 2 chips in this little box that's covered up by this thing right here. And then they put like a commemorative coin. So what you do is you do the one chip challenge, but you have to pour a drink of your choice to drink it with. Now we're going to use Flaming Hot Mountain Dew as our drink.
Right.
And then we'll put one of my peppers that I have in my backyard in the drink. And then it's supposed to be the first person that takes a drink will
lose.
Will lose. And then usually, I think the deal is, the first person to take a drink will lose. The good news is we won't get real fat from this. Only 15 calories in one chip.
So we just don't have to drink the hot liquid.
Well, I mean, someone has to eventually.
Oh,
I had someone over the weekend try Mountain Dew Flaming Hot.
Oh, really?
Which is, and they said that it has a subtle little kick on it, but it's not as hot as you may think.
Bummer. Okay. I was hoping for something that kind of like, make you stand up and take notice.
Anyone wants to bet on who pukes first when they do this? It'll probably be me. I puked on the last hot challenge, so I just anticipate it to be me, Andrew. Now, Cotter's done a one-chip challenge and actually waited a full 5 minutes. I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we did, after the Toe of Satan, I feel pretty confident in being able to almost do anything. Because that, when it comes to hot food.
Like anything?
No, when it comes to hot foods. I mean, I'm not going to sit there. I would struggle with some of the pepper eating contests to where it's just like you just keep eating different hotter peppers. That I would struggle at.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to these one-off, eat this one thing kind of, I feel pretty confident that I can almost do any of those.
Right.
And I mean, I think we'll be okay with this. I mean, what made me about puke when we did when I did the last one chip challenges, I did 2 of them, but one of them was so stale.
Mm-hmm.
And it just triggered my gag reflex, and it was just so disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that one. That one somehow like got open just a little bit.
And the staleness of it just made it really hard to eat, and it's so dry. Oh, so disgusting.
All right, so we're going to dive in with our final break of our question of the day. Thank you, everyone who's chimed in today. What did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? We won't get to this story on the air, but I'll definitely share it while we're just kind of hanging here waiting for us to go back on air a little less than 2 minutes from now. This one was from Sean. He goes, I got in trouble for the exhaust on my car in high school, a 2000 Acura Integra GSR with full exhaust. These kids in my school I hated. These kids who had these stupid cars that were stupid loud. I wasn't a car guy, so I guess we just obviously... I don't know, all us poor kids hated those kids who could actually afford those things.
Yeah.
But we hated those kids. No offense, Sean. He goes, they said it was too loud and caused a disturbance to classes because I was going to 2 classes, then I'd leave for the day to go to work. So his car would come on in the middle of the day, probably right around just before lunchtime would disturb class. He goes, on my last day, I let her open up and hope I disturb the entire school. F him. Little rebel Sean there. Sean goes, new K&M profile picture coming? Probably on the 21st. You'll have your good chance of getting it.
Morning, Rhett.
Oh, look at that. Rhett, you still want to be a Clemson fan with that profile pic right there? Dude, I watched that game on Saturday night. I have to apologize to Georgia. I really thought Georgia was going to have their ass handed to them. And then all of a sudden, it turned out both teams suck. Or maybe they're both good just defensively, but their offenses were horrific. I mean, just so bad.
All right, got about 20 seconds.
I love that.
All right, guys, be right back. Final break for our call-in topic. What did you do to get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? Been taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. Donald hit us up. Back in high school, started a food fight in the cafeteria, and then I mouthed off to the teacher when he told me to stop. To end the food fight, I took a stage dive. I don't know what he's jumping off of. Took a stage dive at the end of the food fight.
Wait, like, did people catch him, or did he just fall on the ground like an idiot?
I'm hoping fell on the ground. No offense, Donald. That's a way better story. He got 2 lunch detentions and an after-school detention.
So he just had to eat by himself? Honestly, I prefer that.
I hated eating with everybody at high school. It's just all the people. Yeah, let me eat by myself.
Oh, no. As a child, I loved eating with everyone, in high school. Sitting at the cool kids table like I did because I was hilarious. But no, I mean, like, as an adult now, I just love eating by myself. Yeah. I love not being interrupted. Yep. I would love to be in permanent lunch detention every day instead of that. Now, Connor, I got a story here from Wanda on the stream. She goes, the dumbest S I got in trouble for was wearing a white zombie shirt. Now, once again, our question of the day is, what did you get sent home from school for or get disciplined over? They said it was representing the devil. Good old Rob Zombie. Kind of true.
Well, I mean, it is kind of his thing, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's a hardline stance from the school. I mean, unless there's 666 and the devil on it. I mean, I don't think just a Rob Zombie shirt is enough to get you in trouble.
So, well, it doesn't stop there because Wanda said, I told them they should be more concerned about who stole the school bus. Wait, that's another side story itself.
What?
Someone stole a school bus?
What do you do with a stolen school bus?
And apparently someone else broke into the school. She said you should be more concerned about that than my stupid Rob Zombie t-shirt. So who steals a school bus?
Where do you take a school bus if you steal it? It's not like you can hide that. Pull it into your garage, majority of it's still sticking out.
Immediately, I just want to throw it in a lake. I just want to Evel Knievel it. Bet you I could jump this lake with this broken school bus or this stolen school bus. I don't know.
All right, our buddy Brenton, he hit us up with a laundry list of things he did to get in trouble while at school. Broke it down for us, too. Elementary school.
Okay.
Fought a teacher's kid. Okay.
Sure.
Threatened to cut out a girl's tongue.
That was in elementary school?
Elementary school.
All right, so, wow.
Brenton, come on.
Cut out a girl's tongue. Okay, cool. We'll just look over that one. I mean, I'm sure does it get worse than that?
Middle school, only one fight. I went to summer school one year because I had crappy English teacher, passed with an A that summer, sick brag. High school, I had 4 weeks of consecutive detention, including Saturday school, because I skipped my 4th period class for 63 out of 90 days.
Nice.
Finished an entire semester's worth of work in 3 weeks. Graduated on time, though.
Good for you.
How do you skip 4th period? I get 1st period. I get last period.
Right.
You're either coming to school late, you're leaving early. But 4th period in the middle of the day?
Yeah.
Are you leaving school? What do you do?
Just going out smoking cigarettes?
Maybe.
Smoking in the boys' room? Just missing that class?
63 out of 90 days. This got to be there's like a book of unauthorized records at his high school where he still holds that to this day.
I'm more concerned about him trying to cut out a girl's tongue in elementary school. What do you think she said to him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hi. I don't know. It's an elementary school. What are you going to say?
I don't know. Brendan does have a sweet mustache. Maybe he had one in elementary school.
It wouldn't surprise me. All right, what did you get sent home from school for, or what did you get disciplined over?
All right, so someone texted in this amazing story, Cotter, and they actually said, hey, this is Billy. So Billy sent this in to us. He goes, I was sent home from French class because on the first day, she asked us to write down any French we may already know. I think you know where this is going.
Okay.
He goes, mind you, this was the first damn day. He goes, I proceeded to tell her I knew French fry, French kiss, and F you. He goes, and then he said, pardon my French. Hilarious joke.
That's
absolutely
funny.
hilarious.
It is funny.
Yeah, I mean, like the execution of it, I hear it in my head. Yeah. He absolutely nailed it. He goes, needless to say, she didn't take it well. Sorry about your loss, but you know what? You won because you have the story for the rest of your life.
All right, coming up next, Marshall is going to get quizzed in the face. Today's quiz, is it a My Little Pony or is it a porn star? We'll see if Marshall knows the difference coming up next.
Joke's on you. I know both. A lot about both.
Soundgarden, Outshine, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Michael says, I got suspended several times in middle school for fighting and cussing. It was a couple times a year, every year in middle school. I got a reputation of being a bad boy. Hashtag bad boy. Sean says it may have been block scheduling, so fourth period may have been at the end of the day.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right, 4.5 minutes.
Elaine says, I did get kicked out of pre-K. Ooh, I think that's a new record right there.
How do you do that?
I refused to take a nap, climbed a tree, and wouldn't come down until Dad came to get me.
Well played.
That's good. Yeah, going back to the Georgia-Clemson game, God, if you watch that game on Saturday night, I'm so sorry. I was over at a buddy's house watching it, and it was it was horrific. And he looked at me and he goes, glad you could come over for this. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I recommended doing this. This is terrible.
So we had a story earlier and about last night about a dude who cut off his junk in Tennessee while in a high-speed police chase.
Yeah.
Got a picture of the guy. He looks like somebody who'd cut off his penis.
Oh, yeah. He looks a little rough. So he heard voices from the radio that told him to cut his penis off.
Yeah. Said if you cut it off, you save the world.
Are those the lyrics to Detachable Penis?
I don't think so. In Detachable Penis, he just lost his penis because it detached and went on an adventure. Then he found it on a street corner.
I woke up this morning with a bad hangover and my penis was missing again. This happens all the time. It's detachable. Detachable Penis almost sounds like it should be a poem instead of a song.
Well, I mean, it's very much spoken word.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because in the background you've got everybody going detachable penis, but it's very much a spoken word type of thing.
I was starting to get very depressed, so I went to Kiev and ate breakfast. Nice. Then, as I walked down 2nd Avenue towards St. Mark's Place, there were all these people sell used books and other junk on the street. I saw my penis lying on a blanket next to a broken toaster oven. Some guy was selling it. I had to bite off him. He wanted $22. I talked him down to 17. Wow.
All right. Just over 2 minutes. Get everything ready over here. This was a weird thing to have to do research for, because it's like you get the My Little Pony name and then you're searching the same name as a porn star just to make sure there isn't somebody there.
Right.
So yeah, if anybody's monitoring my computer over the last few days, they're gonna be like, "What the f is this dude into?" I don't want to know. It's somebody. I mean, these go either way. I'm not gonna lie, man. All of them.
Once again, joke's on you. I know a ton of My Little Pony and porn stars. Right, absolutely, man. You're welcome for Cake Day. Glad you're able to come down and hang out at Debilation Brewing Company. Thank you for Dave and the crew for helping us out and taking care of us, letting us stink up the place for a couple hours that day.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's good to meet everybody. So that was nice.
Once again, there is a jackknife tractor trailer down on I-16. I think it's still blocking the roadway. It hasn't been updated via WJCL.com, but a Mercy crew is working on a 2:30 a.m. jackknife trailer blocking all the lanes eastbound just before Chatham Parkway. of I-16. So just a heads up, everyone who may be trying to find their way into town and everything. Wanda says, do you all want me to drop your stuff off after the show sometime this week? I have several things, or can do it next week if that's better. This week's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have some time this week, just let us know what day works best for you. Wednesdays, we have meetings and stuff. So,
All right, guys, be right back.
Yeah.
It is time to quiz Marshall in the face. This is an odd one to do research over. If anybody was monitoring my searches over the last few days, they're like, nope, don't care. Turning this one off. It's just too weird. My Little Pony or porn star. So I'm going to give you a name.
Okay.
It is either the name of a My Little Pony or it is the name of a porn star.
All right.
Simple enough.
All right, I love this. Let's go ahead and begin, Cotter. This sounds interesting.
All right, up first, quizzed in the face, My Little Pony or porn star, Sweetie Pie.
Ooh, Sweetie Pie.
Sweetie Pie.
That's a good one. Porn star or My Little Pony? I'm going to go My Little Pony on this one, Cotter.
Wrong again.
No.
It's porn star. You can see her.
What is she known for?
You can see her in Breast Man's American Butt Search.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It was like a hangover type film?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you watched all
I
of
didn't get into that much detail.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Surprising.
Number 2, quiz in the face. My Little Pony or porn star. You've got Heartthrob. Heartthrob.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
All of these can go either way. This is a 50-50 guess on all of them.
Heartthrob. I'm going to go My Little Pony on Heartthrob. There we go.
That is correct.
All right.
Heartthrob is a Pegasus pony.
I don't know what that...
Got wings, like a Pegasus.
Oh, gotcha.
Pegasus pony.
I thought you said pegging pony and something different.
That is a completely different movie.
Yes.
All right. You're 1 for 2. Number 3, Misty Rain.
Oh,
Misty
come on.
Rain.
This one, very obviously, I think, porn star?
That is correct.
Right.
Now,
Jack, like I pretend like I didn't know there?
there is a fan-created My Little Pony named Misty Rain, but
Right.
not canon.
Not kidding.
Fan-related. Doesn't count. Misty Rain, best known for, ironically enough, a movie called Sex Derby
Oh,
and Strap-on Sally.
Strap-on Sally.
Yes.
Interesting. I wonder what that's about.
2 out of 3 so far. Here is number 4, quizzed in the face. My Little Pony or porn star, Lucky Star. Lucky Star.
Ooh, Lucky Star. I think that's a My Little Pony.
Wrong again.
Really?
Lucky Star is a porn star known for Pure Milk, number 2.
Wow. What happened to number 1?
Don't know. It was obviously good enough to deserve a sequel.
Hey, do I have to watch the first one and know what's going on in the second film?
I really think, the cliffhanger at the end of Pure Milk 1 really requires you to watch it before you dive into number 2.
Was there a trilogy? Is it a third one?
I hope so.
Pure Milk number 3, Milk Lemonade, around the corner, something.
All right, 2 out of 4.
Okay.
Quizzed in the face. My Little Pony or porn star.
Okay, I'm loving this.
Number 5, Ruby Lips.
Ruby Lips.
Ruby Lips.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, man.
Ruby Lips. There's so much to go over.
I know.
Something tells me.
Yeah.
To go off the beaten path here. I'm going to go My Little Pony. Yeah.
That is correct.
Ruby Lips is a blue horse with red lips on its hindquarters, because all of the My Little Ponies have got their marking.
On its
hindquarters. Yeah, it's like on the side of its butt. It's where all the little markings are.
It doesn't just have like red lipstick on
It's a big
but
red...
it's on its butt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kiss my ass. All right, 3 out of 5. Doing pretty good in the first half, because, honestly, these go either way. So quizzed in the face.
A lot of the porn stars do, too.
Quizzed in the face. Hey, it's all about the money. My Little Pony or porn star. We'll see if Marshall continues his winning ways here in just a bit. It's coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Ruby Lips, man.
Ruby Lips.
Bold My Little Pony
I know.
Guy. He's just like, yo, let's put the markings on the ass. They won't get it. Oh, bold My Little Pony people. How many My Little Ponies are there?
I don't know, dude. A lot. I mean, this thing's been around since what, the 80s?
So, I mean, is there hundreds? Is there hundreds of different?
I'd be willing to bet there's hundreds.
I would look it up, but I don't want to cheat here.
No, I'd be willing to bet. Here, I'll look. I'd be willing to bet there's hundreds.
Yeah, see, I want to know how many My Little Pony characters, horsies there are. Like, just what the definitive number is.
Hasbro has released. Can you take a guess?
300.
600 ponies.
Really?
600
Why
ponies.
so many damn ponies?
Oh, here are 20 magical facts about My Little Pony.
Hold on. Don't give away anything.
I won't. Rare ponies can go for a lot of money. That doesn't surprise me. The toy almost didn't get released. There were only 6 original ponies.
Is there one, like, what's the rarest My Little Pony?
You know what? I don't know. My Little Pony was initially supposed to be a gender-neutral toy for preschoolers. I mean, dude, there's guys into it now. Bronies, man. Bronies.
Bronies. All right, guys, we're currently in the midst of Quizzed in the Face. Is it a My Little Pony or a porn star? I'm 3 for 5. Not doing too shabby.
No.
Second half of the show today, we're going to talk about our super ticket program. Your opportunity to win a ton of tickets over the next 2 weeks or so. We'll also play some trivia for some tickets to go check out Tommy Vext. He's playing over at Victory North this coming Thursday. And then Chicks on Dudes move into Tuesday mornings. Mac will be in studio here in a little over an hour.
We're going to come right out of stops.
Michael says, speaking of porn, yesterday on shift at the hospital, I caught a female patient watching porn. It ruined the end of my day. I'm guessing it wasn't the type of female patient you would want to catch watching porn at all. French fry, French kiss, and fuck you. At the end of the show today, we'll also do Marshall's Music News. I've got 3 stories. Vince Neil is starting to finally try to get himself in shape for a stadium tour that's going to begin next year for Motley Crue. Slipknot did a show over the weekend where Corey Taylor shared and showed off his brand new mask for the new Slipknot album, which they anticipate coming out before the end of the year. His new mask is disturbing, and it looks very uncomfortable, but good for Corey Taylor for being, the ultimate pro. and doing that. And then we have some great news on Mark Hoppus of Blink-182. So we'll talk about all that in Marshall's Music News today.
I like this Corey Taylor mask better than the last one. There's something about the last one I just did not like at all.
I don't know. I feel like the last one was him going, I just want a comfortable mask to wear.
That I get.
Yeah.
But this one I dig. But yeah, it does not. It's going to be hot.
Yeah. And the breathing, like, he has a sight line impairment, and he's got like a breathing impairment with this mask. And I'll show the picture off on the stream so you guys can take a peek at it. But yeah, it's scary. And people are actually, him and his wife said that the mask itself is just uncomfortable and it would scare children. And yeah, it is very scary.
You would think anymore he would really want to. I mean, I get the scariness. That's fine. But you would think anymore, it'd be like, man, make sure I can see. Make sure I can breathe. That's all I need.
Yeah. He just hates himself. I'm like, yeah, let's just put this incredibly difficult thing on.
Big guy, Frank Sokowski, will join us on Thursday. Break down week 1 of the NFL.
Yeah, then tomorrow I think we'll have Travis back in for our fantasy.
What time are we doing that? 8?
I think we're looking at doing it 8. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. Going to come back. Second half. Quizzed in the face. Be right back. We're quizzing Marshall. Hard in the face. My Little Pony or porn star, giving you a name. You have to tell me whether it is a My Little Pony or a porn star. 3 out of 5. And for a quiz like this, I think that's really good because these can go either way. I mean, it's truly a 50-50 type situation here.
Yeah, I mean, and some of these, I was surprised that I got wrong, and some I was surprised I got right. But let's go. Once again, quiz in the face. Let's go, man.
All right, 3 out of 5 so far. My Little Pony or porn star. Number 6, Cherry Treats.
Cherry Treats.
Cherry
I love this
Treats.
one. Cherry Treats. Porn star or My Little Pony? And we found out over the break that there's been over 600 My Little Ponies.
It's ridiculous.
Cherry Treats. I don't know, it just sounds like a porn star to me. I'm going to go porn star.
Wrong again.
Ah, come on.
Now, there is a collection of My Little Ponies that smell. Cherry Treats. Smells like cherries.
Gotcha. Yep. All right.
There you go.
Dang it. All right. I don't like the way I started, but let's see if I can do a little rebound here.
All right, 3 out of 6. My Little Pony or porn star. Number 7, Honey Rose.
Honey Rose.
Honey Rose.
Definitely not from the Sniffable series, but possibly. It could be another one.
Yeah?
Oh, no. I'm going to go porn star. I'm going to go porn star just by the pure numbers. Yeah. All right.
That's correct.
Good.
Honey Rose, best known for the movie Lethal Squirt.
Wow. What'd they do there? Describe it thoroughly for us.
Just picture a water fountain.
Yeah?
You know, I would lethal. So I mean,
Oh, she's just running through it?
What's the fountains in Vegas called? The famous fountains?
Yeah, the just Bellagio fountains.
Yeah, the Bellagio fountain. I'm guessing it's something like that, just a smaller scale.
Right.
My Little Pony.
At a child's local park, just her running through them.
Oh, My Little Pony or porn star. Number 8, Love Melody. Love Melody.
Wow, I mean, Melody doesn't seem like a My Little Pony name, right?
Yeah. Love Melody.
It just doesn't sound like a My Little Pony name. I'm gonna go with porn star here.
Wrong again.
Really?
Okay, now there is a porn star named Melody Love.
Well, that's what I mistook it with.
But Love Melody is a purple My Little Pony with music notes adorned across its body.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. I didn't put that together, I guess. That's my bad.
All right, batting 50%. You got 4 out of 8. We got 2 more to go. Quizzed in the face. My Little Pony or porn star. Chocolate Delights.
Chocolate Delights.
Chocolate Delights.
Ooh, this is a good one. Just once again, because of numbers, the way you've kind of gone back and forth with some things. Chocolate Delight. Obviously, there's lots of jokes there.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. I'm going to go porn star on this one. I feel good about a porn star. Chocolate Delight.
Wrong again.
No, come on, man.
Chocolate Delight is marked with a slice of chocolate cake and sprinkles as its emblem.
Yeah, I feel like the guys who behind My Little Pony just got really high, and they're like, "What do you want to eat, man?" I'm like, "Oh, let's just slap that on a pony." Donut McFilled a lot. I don't know.
All right, you are 4 out of 9.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can do a little bit. Let's get 50%. Let's go.
Trying to get you to 50%. Quizzed in the face. My Little Pony or porn star. Number 10, Sunshine Blue. Sunshine Blue. It's tough, man. This is the whole game's tough.
Sunshine Blue sounds like a My Little Pony. It 100% does, and that's why I'm going to say porn star.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
Sunshine Blue, best known for Fresh Flesh.
Fresh Flesh. Wow.
Fresh Flesh.
The horror movie?
I don't know. Maybe
that was a porn movie.
Yeah, it was a porn movie.
Interesting. Okay, 50% today from Quiz in the Face. I'm not in love with that. So. Yikes.
All right, Quizzed in the Face back Thursday. Coming up after 8 o'clock, we're going to talk the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. Your chance to score a pair of tickets to all kinds of shows coming to the Low Country and Coastal Empire. That's after 8 o'clock. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. If you want, break down our draft grades for Rhett.
Where are we at here? Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out where we are in the hour here. What do we got coming up? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. Ooh, maybe not. That was a bad move. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Crap. Can't spell. How's it going? All right, there we go. What grade did Yahoo give you for your draft? Let me look. I don't remember what I did because I got a B+ in one of them, but I think that might have been the other league I'm in. Let me see if I can find them on my phone, this app. I felt better about one league than I did the other. We'll see how I do. I don't know. Cotter and Marshall. There we go. League. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get to draft. Is it there? Oh, there we go. I got a B in the Cotter and Marshall League. See, what did Marshall get? Marshall got a B as well, it looks like. That's a B, or maybe that's just all. We all didn't get a B. Maybe that's still just me. Maybe that's just my grade, because this is just saying they're all Bs. Sorry, I don't know how to find it. I think I end up getting a B in that league. I don't know. I feel pretty good about it. Let's see, where's my team? My team. There we go. I got Murray from a quarterback. I got Thielen, Claypool, and Williams as wide receivers. Taylor and Mixon as running backs. Fant as tight end. Bass as my kicker. Got Baltimore as my defense. I think week 1, I'm taking on We Are Not Marshall. I'm scheduled to win by like 1 point. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't feel too bad with it. Once again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll do some mild research throughout the season. I really lucked out last year, and I picked up some the right people at the right time last year. So I don't expect to do that back-to-back years. But we'll see. All right, commercials now. Going to hear some Blur, Rise Against. Going to talk the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. I'll give you guys kind of a example of what we're doing here. It's your chance to win a pair of tickets for a good chunk of the shows that we got coming up over the next couple weeks, month or so. Couple months, I guess, is more realistic. Let me get to that here. So the Rock 1061 Super Ticket, you can score tickets for Fozzy, POD and Candlebox at Victory North. A pair of tickets. Also a pair of tickets to Dirty Honey and Aaron Jones. Both of those shows at District Live. So not a bad gig. So we got details about that coming up. We're also going to talk Tybee and marijuana. So we'll hit on that after 8 o'clock. We got a Metallica weekend coming up this weekend as we celebrate 30 years of the Black Album. And then trivia. Are you smarter than the community college dropout? Your chance to join, score tickets for Tommy Vext. Going to be at Victory North Savannah. Okay. Oh, I already told you. I already said on that I was going to throw you under the bus if I suck. Rhett was like, you can blame me if you don't do well. Yeah, oh yeah. I will. Trust me. Yes, saw Jericho's entrance. I didn't love it. I liked what they tried to do. I thought, I'll give him an A for effort. I liked the all a cappella version on Dynamite better, or I just liked the full song. I didn't like just the guitar. But match was fun. It was a good match. They told a good story. So that was cool. It was really good. The whole thing was really, really good. Yeah, if it was the whole band, I agree with that. If it was the whole band, that would have been cool. Whole band, and then everybody just gets to be the front man. Mamacita was talking about Jericho's entrance on Sunday. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was just the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
I liked the all a cappella when he had no music and everybody just sang, and then I liked the full version. But she said if the whole band would have done it, without the singer and then let everybody sing, that would have been cool. I didn't like just the guitar.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird... I feel like they were trying to capture magic in the bottle for the second time with doing something like that, and it just... I don't know. I feel like he should have just came out to his music and just...
let everybody sing.
Yeah.
My only complaint with that match, and I have this complaint with WWE, is when they reverse a decision that a referee makes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say they did a better job than WWE typically does, because you had people run down to the ring. So the refs were there. They were there when they saw the cheating, and that's why they reversed it. But still, you're not telling me the refs aren't in the back checking out what's going on. So it's either pick or choose. Refs come out and overturn a decision or they don't. That was my only complaint with that.
Yeah.
But it was a good match. MJF is the future of that company. I never want him to be a good guy.
So over the weekend, I got the Flaming Hot Mountain Dew in, and we shut it off for a second earlier. But how many calories do you think's in there? Hopefully, I'll put my finger over it. How many calories do you think this can
I
is?
saw.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
220 calories for a PBR. I think is only like 180 calories.
I mean, isn't that a typical soda? Or
I don't know. I feel like that's higher than usual.
All right, so a typical Mountain Dew, how many serving size? What's the serving size on that? How many ounces?
One can.
Is it 16 ounces?
Yeah.
So a 12-ounce Mountain Dew is typically 170 calories. 20-ounce Mountain Dew doesn't say. 16-ounce Mountain Dew is 240 calories. So that's on par.
There's 200 calories in a PBR. Same size.
Better for you.
David says Chatham County traffic sucks. Yeah, there is a wreck, or a semi jackknifed at 2:30 in the morning. And this semi is still blocking lanes as of to what we know right now. So it's I-16 eastbound just before Chatham Parkway. Just a heads up there, Dave. Andrew says, yeah, pretty much every road in a town is a parking lot right now. Eastbound 16 is still closed. Yikes, yeah, because everyone's like detouring and trying to find their way into work.
All right, we got about 3.5 minutes.
So news broke yesterday that, oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? Omar from The Wire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hold on a second. I can get to it.
Michael K. Williams. He played Omar from The Wire. He was in a ton of stuff. He passed away yesterday. They found him dead in his apartment in New York City. He was 54. He seemed like he was in pretty decent shape. He wasn't like... He didn't seem like he had a bunch of medical problems. Obviously, he had a very large scar on his face that he's well known for, but I mean, he didn't seem like he would be a guy that would have a bunch of health problems. Yeah, he passed away yesterday. Wild stuff.
So, according to this story, he was found dead of a suspected heroin overdose.
Oh, my God.
He was discovered face down in his dining room. It's not clear when he died. Relative spoke to him on Friday, but he failed to show up for an engagement on Saturday. So his nephew went to check on him.
That guy was shooting heroin?
It sounds like. He was in The Wire. He did Boardwalk Empire, 12 Years a Slave. When They See Us, he actually started out as a backup dancer. He danced for Madonna and George Michael. Tupac Shakur encouraged him to try acting.
He was in Lovecraft Country, which is a show they only did one season of on HBO, and it was really good. He was great in that series as well. Yeah, he played Chalky White in Boardwalk Empire, which is great. Yeah, crazy. 54 years old, he was like shooting heroin?
That's what this story says.
Good Lord. I guess I'm just too poor to make heroin money. Maybe I would die of heroin too
Seems.
if I had some of that money he had.
All right, just over a minute.
Ooh. Yeah, but he was an incredible actor. I mean, I loved his stuff. I mean, I remember him very well in Boardwalk Empire.
Right. Not watch that.
Boardwalk Empire is worth it. Steve Buscemi is the main character in that, and it's messed up. It's crazy. I think you would like it. The greatest news about today, especially when it comes to trivia, that we'll play for Tommy Vext tickets here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't have to write a game for like the last 2 or 3 days last week. Everyone decided to take me on, so I have a game set for you if you are chosen today.
All right, guys, got just under 10 seconds. Be right back. So many concerts coming to the Low Country and Coastal Empire over the next few months. Now, this is the thing, man. Everybody, for years, the number one question I've gotten has been, when are we getting shows? Well, the answer is 2021. We're getting all kinds of shows. But here's the catch. You do have to go out and support them now that they're here.
Exactly. So we have shows coming in for POD, Candlebox, Fozzy. Those are all at Victory North. Aaron Jones, who we're very excited for. He's coming to District Live along with Dirty Honey. You have to go out and support those shows, but we have a way for you to win tickets to every single one of those shows I just mentioned.
It is the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. We're talking a pair of tickets for POD, Candlebox, and Fozzy. Those are all the shows at Victory North. Then Dirty Honey and Aaron Jones at District Live. All you got to do, every Tuesday morning, next couple weeks, tune in. We're going to give you the Super Ticket Artist of the Day. Whenever you hear that artist that day, just text us the word super for your chance to get qualified. Today's artist is POD.
That's right. POD is your artist of the day. So every time you hear them, maybe soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe soon. Just text in the keyword super to 1-800-394-1061 for your chance to be qualified to win tickets to every single one of those shows that we mentioned.
Yeah, Fozzy, POD, Candlebox, Dirty Honey, Aaron Jones. It is the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. Get more details now on the website, rock1061.com. About a month ago, talked about Tybee Island looking to decriminalize marijuana. Well, the town had a vote. We'll tell you what went down coming up next. This is Aaron Jones. Here's Supercharged, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, just getting set for our next break here. Going to talk about Tybee Island. Jeremy says, sad thing is actually heroin is actually cheap now, but it's laced with that fentanyl and is killing people on a daily. Ooh.
Is that what happened? Wasn't there just several people? No, that was cocaine, right? Somebody, like 2 or 3 people just died recently because of like something to do with drugs that had something in it, not necessarily an overdose.
Yeah, not for sure.
All right, got about a minute and a half. Oh, man.
Freaking heroin, man. Speaking of, deaths, but also births, which I know you're going to freak when I tell you this news, Cotter.
Okay.
But the one and only, and the person that Mac hates the most in this world,
Yeah.
Cardi B had her second child over the weekend.
Good for Cardi.
So we lose a legend, but we get another one automatically. Now, they haven't revealed the name yet, but I believe the first child's name, this is Cardi B's second child.
Yeah.
Their first child's name, a girl, was called Culture, Kulture.
Okay.
So the name of baby number 2 has got to live up to that level of crazy name.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Cardi B. Second baby.
Who's the father? Do we know?
Same guy. It was, I can't remember his name. Future? The rapper?
Oh, is it?
I think.
No idea. Not up on my Cardi B.
Yeah, what's up, dude? You
Sorry.
okay?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Offset, sorry.
Oh,
not
Offset.
Future. Offset maybe from Future? I'm not. I think it's, I don't know. Offset. Red said he's seen several ODs with that fentanyl stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Yikes.
All right, guys, be right back. We started talking about this story about a month ago. Tybee Island was talking about decriminalizing at least small amounts of marijuana. Well, City Council got together, approved the ordinance, so a small amount of marijuana no longer a crime on Tybee Island. So basically, you're going to get a civil fine of $150 for possession of an ounce or less of marijuana. Before that, it was a misdemeanor offense, punishable by $1,000 up to a year in jail. Tybee Island now joins Savannah, Atlanta, other cities that have kind of rolled back on the penalties of marijuana when dealing with minor amounts.
Yeah, so, I mean, it seems like Georgia is setting ourselves up to finally become one of those marijuana states. Eventually, I still think it's going to take like another decade, and then we'll finally allow people to actually start growing marijuana and like selling marijuana dispensaries here in Georgia.
Now, the ordinance also decriminalizes minor marijuana possessions if there is no other related charges. So basically, if you come in, if you have a warrant out for anything, you're going to get the full charge. If you're doing something stupid, you're going to get the full charge. The law also requires Tybee Island officials in 6 months to make a recommendation on expunging the criminal records of those convicted of misdemeanor marijuana possession in the past. And I like that they took that step.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, just get rid of all of it if you can.
Yeah, I think they should take away that if they can. It just helps people out, obviously. But, I mean, with this law being passed,
yes,
and the thought process behind that, I was thinking, I wonder if Georgia's one of those states that has, like, silly laws, right?
Yeah.
Because it seems like everyone's got those laws. Like, I think there was something like Kentucky was the whole, you can't have an ice cream in your back pocket. And then I found an article where, there are a bunch of dumb laws in Georgia that you may not be aware of.
Yeah, one of them that stood out, it is illegal to make a disturbing sound at a fair in Athens, Clarke County, Georgia. What qualifies a disturbing sound?
Right. I mean, for me, it would be the sound of Max singing out loud. That would be very disturbing. How about this? And a lot of these dumb laws are from the Athens, Clarke County here in Georgia. How about this one? In Athens, Clarke County, it's illegal to sell 2 beers for the price of 1.
Don't like that.
So, I mean, do they outlaw fun as well in Athens, Clarke County in Georgia? Because that kind of sucks.
I would say yes, they do, because persons under the age of 16 cannot play pinball after 11 o'clock at night in Athens, Clarke County.
What?
Why would anybody move to Athens, Clarke County?
I have no idea. What about this one? Same county. Goldfish may not be given away to entice someone to enter a game of bingo. That's a law.
All right, so who wasted time and effort coming up with these laws to push them through.
Here's the thing. I want to know what happened in Athens where they had to make all these laws, because it seems like the majority of these horrific, stupid Georgia laws are from that specific county.
In this county, adult bookstores may not sell alcohol. Now, I mean, if you gave me a porn store and a bar, done.
Right. Never have to leave.
Never need to go anywhere.
I actually may move in. Judgment-free zone. It's like the Planet Fitness of porn and porn stores.
Why? I want to know how long these laws have been on the books in Athens, Clarke County, and I just may never want to go to Athens, Clarke County ever again.
I don't think there's any reason to go to Athens.
I do. I mean, there's some good breweries up in Athens, though. That's the down. I don't feel I can go into Athens to purchase their beer now.
You'll never get a BOGO beer there in Athens.
I know.
That hurts my feelings.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk Metallica Weekend. The Black Album is celebrating its 30th anniversary. So we got details on how we're going to celebrate. That's coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Charles says in Georgia, it's a misdemeanor to spit on the sidewalk, which must be terrifying for Charles. He's a big-time spitter.
Yeah, I don't get the whole dumb rule. I mean, it's just like, why was any time and effort wasted in any of this?
Well, I mean, obviously there were some issues, and I feel like a lot of those Athens, Clarke County rules were just like some guy was just like, what are all the problems this year against the law?
Or it was because one thing happened. You know, one 16-year-old was playing pinball past 11,
right?
And one bad thing happened. So they're like,
it was just
never again.
It was just the mayor's son or something. Like, sorry, you can't do it against law. So we did our Cotter and Marshall Show fantasy football draft over the weekend as well, over at Debilation Brewing Company. So I actually got the best grade in the draft, stunningly. And I think I had what pick did I have? I think I had pick number 5 or 6, something to the effect of that. Cotter, you got actually a B. You came in 4th.
I was happy with my B.
And this is just the report card from Yahoo Sports, our fantasy football provider, that lets us know how we did. So for some reason, I got the best. Then Liquid came in 2nd. Alcoholics came in 3rd. You came in 4th. And then just the top 5, Stacking Ships, which was Chris. He came in 5th place. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how well I did. Also, we had a couple like really bad grades in our draft that I've never seen. Like there's usually one person that gets like a C.
Yeah.
We had 2 Ds in our draft.
Well, one of them was Greg.
Okay.
Who's not a football guy, and he auto-drafted. So he was there for cake day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then left right when the draft started. I'm surprised the auto-draft got a D.
I know.
I mean, that really shocks me now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Interesting. He had to have been in a crappy. They had to have a crappy number in the draft.
So I mentioned earlier in the show as well. So this tree in my front yard fell down just out of nowhere. Literally. I mean, Saturday was. I mean, you guys all know it was nice and breezy day. Light breeze, sunny, beautiful outside. I was inside. I heard a noise. My tree fell down in my front yard. This is how close it came to my wife's car. I mean, just ever so close. I mean, missed it by a foot. She had a few scratches from like some tree limbs on the passenger side of her car, which is not a big deal. It's a pretty old car, so we're not too worried about it. But good golly, almost got it. Almost got it.
Have you done any of the Marvel's What If yet, or are you still waiting on that?
I'm going to wait for the whole series to come out, then I'm going to watch it. Yeah. Have you seen any of it?
No, I haven't.
I've heard it's good, but
yeah,
my wife doesn't really like animated stuff, so I'll have to just like kind of probably check it out myself.
Sure.
So back a few weeks ago, the Whitest Kids You Know, Trevor Moore, remember that guy who passed away from that comedy troupe, the Whitest Kids You Know? He apparently fell to his death.
Oh, shoot.
So he fell to his death from an upstairs balcony at his home. When the police actually showed up at his house at 2:30 in the morning, they found him unresponsive in his backyard.
Oh, shoot.
They pronounced him dead on site. once the paramedics showed up. They said that he fell from his upstairs balcony, suffering head trauma when he landed. It was unclear if he fell accidentally or intentionally jumped. There was no suicide note, but alcohol may have contributed. We're told, excuse me, we're told empty bottles were found in his house. What a way to go.
Wow. That sucks.
So do you remember that chick from Paramore, Hayley Williams?
Yeah.
So she lives in Nashville, or she did live in Nashville. She's selling her house right now, and it's a story on TMZ, and I'm like, why is this on TMZ? So this home also doubled as her studio. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom place. So it sounds pretty small, right?
Right.
2,137 square feet. She's trying to sell for $1 million.
Is it
$1 million
in a good neighborhood? I mean,
it's not a unique house,
right?
It is not. I can share it real quickly here.
Yeah, that's just the house, guys.
That's
Just
going for $1 million
in Nashville.
In Nashville, and I get it. The market in Nashville is insane. Like, it's, if you wanted to buy land in Nashville, you should have did it like 2 decades ago, and you'd be a bajillionaire at this point.
Yeah.
But good Lord. The place has a quirky master bedroom and bath on the upstairs level, wood floors throughout, carefully manicured lawns, patios, and a fire pit, and a green front door that really sticks out.
The selling point is a green front door.
I mean, it's okay, but paying $1 million, there's not even a garage on this thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems a little excessive to me.
$1 million. Go screw yourself. Let's see. Mac is on the way. Rhett says, I saw the ring. Oh, yeah. I don't really have like a video of my tree falling. You know, like ring cameras take a picture every 10 minutes.
Right.
And if they catch any motion, they'll record like a 60-second clip of whatever motion that is on your camera. But yeah, it's funny. I have like pictures of my tree over 10 minutes that just looks like it's slightly moving to the right, and then it just immediately down.
Okay. It's funny because both. Okay, so one half fell a month or so ago.
Yep.
Second half, standing up in your yard, the tree didn't look that big. Once it was down, it's like this thing's massive.
Yeah, it took me an hour and a half to just like cut all the limbs off of all of it and like kind of stack it all up in the front of the yard for the lawn guys to come around and grab everything. And then I mean, it was a process.
All right, guys, got 2.5 minutes. Excuse me.
We are saving a piece of the tree. We're putting it in my wife's butterfly garden.
Oh, very nice. Makes sense.
Juana says the median sales price of a home in Nashville is $415,000. That's of June of 2021. Well, thanks for doing that research, Juana. Jesus Christ. You get really warm in here?
It's a little toasty.
Yeah. I'm going to be right back.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately this room is vented, but nothing comes through. We kind of just have to jack the air down for it to be cool in here at all. So this new Dune movie is coming out. I've seen some early stuff on it. Doesn't look like it's all that good.
I saw like 7 or 8 out of 10. I guess it's okay.
I read somewhere that they're maybe planning a couple more. I don't know. I don't know the backstory behind, because there was a movie in the 80s.
Right. Well, there's like a mini series in the 80s, right? Or was that a movie?
I thought it was a movie.
I'll look it up.
It's based off a book, right?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I may have watched bits and pieces of it in the 80s because I'm guessing it was on HBO at one point in time. This movie does absolutely nothing for me. I got no desire to see this.
I was told it's like the sci-fi Lord of the Rings.
Okay. This is taking nerdiness to a level that I can't comprehend.
It was a film, the Dune 1984 film by David Lynch. And then there was a miniseries, looks like that came out in the 2000s.
Oh, I didn't know there was a miniseries as well.
A 3-part miniseries on politics, betrayal, lust, greed, and the coming of a messiah.
Well, way to sell it.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, guys, be right back. So this year marks the 30th anniversary of Metallica's Black Album.
Mm-hmm.
Still crazy to me. I remember that being a deal. It catapulted Metallica into the mainstream. They kicked off their tour in Peoria, Illinois, which is the city kind of by where both of you and I are from.
Yeah.
Everybody in my high school, except for me, went to this show. I mean, except for me, I didn't go. Which I should have. That's where they kicked off the tour for the Black Album in Peoria. And I mean, I remember that point in time. I remember the day after, everybody's wearing concert shirts, and it was just like all of a sudden Metallica was just everywhere and not just this thrash metal band known to metal fans.
Yeah, it's man, I would have loved to go on that show. And I obviously at that point, I was 9 years old, so I probably wouldn't have been allowed to go to a Metallica show. But I remember actually buying the CD. I don't know, maybe that year or the year afterwards. I just remember little Marshall running around listening to Nothing Else Matters and everything else on that album. And I just love that album.
So this weekend we're going to celebrate 30 years of the Black Album. You can listen for blocks of Metallica top of every hour all weekend long. That's all Metallica. It doesn't have to be Black Album. But then on Saturday and Sunday at noon and 5, going to play the Black Album in its entirety.
Ooh, that's real fancy. So you're going to have all sorts of stuff. And obviously your chance to win digital downloads and get qualified for that 3 CD expanded edition that we'll give away.
So we're going to celebrate 30 years of the Black Album. That kicks off this Friday at 5 o'clock with Billy and the Badass Rock Show. Coming up here in a bit, going to play some trivia. Hopefully you're ready to take one of us on. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl, Rock 106.1. Here's Glorious Sons and SOS. Okay. This ready?
Mm-hmm. So Mac is bringing all this food that her mom made today?
I guess.
So it's like, what we should do is just do like an ASMR instead of doing Chicks on Dudes, just us eating.
Yes.
Oh, this meatloaf is so delicious.
It's whispering.
You want to take that call?
Yeah,
see what's going on?
I'm guessing it's somebody who's going to try to play trivia. Not ready yet. Rock 106.1, who's this?
Hello?
Let me try that. Rock 106.1, who's this?
Hello?
Hello.
This is Adam.
Hey, Adam, are you calling for trivia?
No, actually, I was not.
Okay, fair enough then. I was going to say you had 2 minutes before you had to call, but what's up, man?
Hey, now you guys were just saying about Metallica, and you couldn't go because you're about 9 years old.
Yeah.
When I was 5 years old in 1986, my brother took me to see Metallica in Philly at the Spectrum. And I don't remember who the hell opened up, but the world of shit my brother took from my parents because he was supposed to stay home watching me, and my parents told him the day before the concert he had to stay home and watch me so they could go away for a night.
Do you remember? Do you remember going to the show? Like, do you remember any watching the show at all?
Well, I remember a lot. I remember his friends came over to the house to pick him up, and he's like, "I can't go." I have my brother. We're like, we'll bring him. And he looks at me, and he looks at his friends, and he's like, don't say nothing to mom and dad. I'm like, I won't. So he grabs a bunch of my toys, brings me some PJs as well, and I'm wearing my clothes, and we go. We stop at McDonald's. He buys me like 2 Happy Meals. I'm Happy Kid in the back of this old Chevy van.
Right.
Bed is back there. We get there, and I remember him saying to me, because we all piled out of the van, and I was one of the first ones, and I'm like intimidated by all this.
Yeah.
And we're there, and he's like a senior in high school at the time, and he says, go over there to those girls and say you can't find your brother. I was like, what? And he said, go over there and say you can't find your brother. He's like, just look around and then point at me, and then I'll come running over to you. And I said, okay. So I did that, and like the girls were really, really nice to me, and one girl put her arm around me, and then he come running over being Robin Hood rescuing me. But as for the show, I was on his shoulders. He kept passing me around to his friends. We were I don't know, 15, 20 people from the stage.
That's awesome. Adam, I'm sorry. We do have to jump off. We got to jump on the air, man. But thank you for that story.
Thank you for the story.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Thanks, man.
All right, take care.
I see you. It is the Goddard Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl.
We just got a great call off the air from Adam about going to a Metallica show at 5 years old. That was incredible, Adam. Thank you for that. All right, guys, so here is the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? We're both community college dropouts. Not enough people have proven how smart they are. So here is the deal. You can call us up right now, 1-800-394-1061. If you're the first person to call, no matter what happens, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to go check out Tommy Vext. He's the former lead singer of Bad Wolves, playing a show at Victory North this coming Thursday. So you'll win those just for playing, and then you get to take one of us on.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? 800-394-1061. Call now to play. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. Yeah, that was a good story. I like that. We'll save that one.
That was a great story from Adam. All right, hopefully going to get someone to chime in here real quick, play some trivia. If any of you want to play trivia against us, feel free to do so. 1-800-394-1061. Once again, going to hook up the person who plays against us today. A pair of tickets to go check out Tommy Vext, formerly of Bad Wolves. Got a show at Victory North this week.
Morning, Greg.
Juana says there's nothing sexy about eating ASMR.
Yeah, I don't get the whole ASMR thing, man. There are some people who are into it.
People who get like thousands and thousands of views, man. Just, eating fried chicken. Talking real quietly. How much gravy do you want me to put on this? All of the gravy? Okay. Good morning, Greg. We were just talking about your fantasy football team and how much it sucks. Sorry about your loss. Your future losses, which starts this week. Man, I was just thinking, I was talking to the wife yesterday. I go, this is the last Monday we will be without Monday Night Football for the rest of the year.
It's crazy,
It just
right?
felt good. It felt good to say it. Because usually that's what I do. Like on Mondays, we'll watch some stupid movie or show, and then like I'll end the night watching like a good 20, 30 minutes of football before I go to sleep. And I'm excited that I can get back to my little routine. All right, guys, once again, looking for someone to play some trivia. Going to hook them up with some Tommy Vext tickets.
So we can come out and try one more time as long as we get something real quick. We've got a few songs we can drop if need be. So we're doing all right. All right. So you're in a couple weeks, going to go visit the kid back in Arkansas. Found a place called, what was it called? She found a taco place we're going to go to.
Okay.
What's it called? It's Doom something. It's this weird name. And she's like, they've got breakfast tacos, they got street tacos, they've got all kinds of tacos. I'm like, done. Sold.
Mo Tacos and Churros? Tacos for Life? Taco Shack?
Doomsday Coffee. Maybe it's Doomsday. Doomsday Coffee and Rotisserie. That might be it.
That definitely doesn't sound like a taco place.
I know. That's what she was surprised with. Make sure that's the right place. Because I think we walked past it when we were there, and they had like beer on tap and everything. So they had a little bit of, there you go, breakfast tacos, breakfast quesadillas. She went there for brunch.
Oh.
And said it was good.
Good morning, Mama Margaret, joining the chat this morning. Good morning, Liquid. Thanks for joining in.
So there we go. Going to go have some tacos there when I'm in Arkansas.
Yeah, Doomsday Coffee and Rotisserie. I'm thinking chicken and coffee, which is kind of a weird combo there.
Yeah. Yeah, we walked past it. I remember that. Yeah.
Mac is caught up in traffic. She said her ETA is 9:06.
Oh, I didn't even think of that with everything going on.
Yeah, we could throw in an extra song maybe at the top of the hour, kind of push it back a little bit.
Sure. All right. Yeah, they'll have people. We'll give listeners a couple minutes here if we get somebody.
We jumping on right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be right back, guys. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. We need somebody. Take one of us on now.
That's right. 1-800-394-1061. If you're the first person to call in and take one of us on, you'll automatically win tickets to go check out Tommy Vext of Bad Wolves. He's playing a show this coming Thursday over at Victory North Savannah. No matter what happens, you win those automatically just by being the first person to call in at 1-800-394-1061.
So call in, take us on. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. Allison Chains, it's Rooster, Rock 106.1.
So the dude behind all of the like Metal Gear games and a couple other games apparently has teased the new Matrix movie. So the new Matrix movie, Resurrections, is coming out December 22nd, and he just looked, and apparently the Matrix.com website has been updated for the first time in quite the longest time.
Okay.
So it said, alongside the Matrix.com and what is the Matrix.com, both sites have recently been updated with video loops that show the franchise's iconic green code animating vertically down the screen. So I guess it's imminent where we're going to get a Matrix Resurrections trailer, which is going to be incredible because we heard about this a few weeks ago when it showed up at a Vegas CinemaCon deal.
Yeah, I've seen all of the Matrix movies. I can't say I was a huge Matrix guy. I may have seen the first one a couple times.
I actually remember fast forwarding through the second and third films just to watch the fight scenes because they're incredible.
Yeah. But yeah, I would need to rewatch them. I get the general premise of it, but I couldn't tell you what happened.
Andrew says, looks like the 16 is starting to clear up, but anyone in South Carolina, all lanes of West I-70 are closed at Highway 278.
Jesus.
Traffic is ugly this morning.
Now we get a call.
No?
We could probably, let's try it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let me hold on a second. Let me move the song back so I have extra time. Rock 106.1, who's this?
It's Bodine, man. What's going on?
What's going on? What are you up to?
Man, my battery was dead in my iPhone, and I can't call you from my iPad, so I had to charge it up real quick.
All right, did you want to play some trivia?
Hell yeah.
All right, who do you want to take on, myself or Marshall?
I will always gunner Marshall.
All right, fair enough.
All right, man.
All right,
Go.
7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. If you don't know the answer to a question, feel free to pass. Got time, we'll come back to it. And, of course, your time will start as soon as I finish question 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. The International Museum and Library of Conjuring Arts in Las Vegas is owned by what magician? David Copperfield or Penn and Teller?
Penn and Teller.
Incorrect. Who has a cameo in Thor Ragnarok playing an Asgardian actor who is portraying Loki in a play?
Matt Damon.
That is correct. What first lady founded the Just Say No drug awareness campaign?
Reagan.
That is correct. Na is the symbol of which chemical element?
Sodium.
That is correct. What famous inverted Jenny postage stamp was incorrectly printed in 1918 with an upside-down image of what at its center? Was it an airplane or a cow?
Airplane.
That is correct. What Swedish pop band is releasing the first album in more than 4 decades this November?
ABBA.
That is correct. And finally, what 2003 film starring Ben Affleck won the Worst Picture Award at the 24th Annual Golden Raspberry Awards? Was it Geely or Jersey Girl?
Jersey Girl.
Incorrect. Marshall, Bodine, bringing it 5 out of 7.
Damn it.
All right, hold tight, man. I'm going to put Marshall to the test, see how he does. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question 1. Are you ready?
Let's go.
The International Museum and Library of Conjuring Arts in Las Vegas is owned by what magician? David Copperfield or Penn and Teller?
David Copperfield seems too snooty. Penn and Teller?
Incorrect. Who has a cameo in Thor Ragnarok playing an Asgardian actor who's portraying Loki in a play?
Oh, Matt Damon.
That is correct. What first lady founded the Just Say No drug awareness campaign?
Oh, what's that stupid lady's name? Barbara Bush.
Incorrect.
It's Reagan something. I forget.
Na is the symbol of which chemical element?
Sodium.
That is correct. The famous inverted Jenny postage stamp was incorrectly printed in 1918 with an upside-down image of what at its center? An airplane or a cow?
An airplane.
That is correct. What Swedish pop band is releasing their first album in more than 4 decades this November?
ABBA.
That is correct. And finally, what 2003 Ben Affleck movie won the Worst Picture Award at the 24th Annual Golden Raspberry Awards? Geely or Jersey Girl?
Ooh, that's a great question. Jersey Girl.
That is incorrect. Oh, Bodine got you.
Man.
By 1. Marshall got 4. Bodine, you're picking up the win, man.
That's what's up. Hey, I'm going to Blue Ridge this week, so if you guys want to pick a friend for that Tommy Vext show, I'd really appreciate somebody else going to somebody that can actually make it.
Absolutely, man. We'll take care of that.
Rock on.
All right. Thanks
guys.
Josh. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. Talk to you later.
Yep.
All right, let's go over correct answers. The International Museum and Library of Conjuring Arts, I love the name of this place, is owned by David Copperfield.
I lived there for 7 years. I've never heard of that spot.
I want to go. Sounds awesome.
I don't think it exists.
Matt Damon had the cameo in Thor Ragnarok where he played the Asgardian actor portraying Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy Reagan was the first lady.
Yeah, I couldn't remember her name. I knew it was Reagan. That's why I just gave up and said Bush.
Just say no to drug awareness. Sodium, yes, Na on the periodic table. Was an airplane on the inverted Jenny stamp. ABBA is coming back after 4 decades. Brand new album coming out this November. And it was Geely that won the 24th Annual Golden Raspberry Worst Picture Award.
But Jersey Girl also won that award.
It
too,
might
right?
have. I don't know. It was equally as bad.
Yeah.
All right, back at it tomorrow around 8:30. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Community college dropout trivia. Your chance to score tickets for Tommy Vext. It's all brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl, Rock 106.1. All right, guys. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, back on the stream. Thanks for hanging around while Cotter was editing that up and dropping that in the system. Obviously, are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? I lost today. Damn it. But Greg did some math for me. It actually turned out in my favor. So I'm trying to get a 69% winning percentage.
Getting closer?
He said I came in at 71.7%. He goes, but if you actually do the numbers, I'm currently at 71.698%. So pretty sick. I'm almost there.
All right. I threw in an extra song at the top of the hour, see where we're at.
All right, so we're about...
now 9:10. Yeah, it's getting pushed back.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. Good Lord.
We can maybe just...
Do you want to just
do a one-breaker with her?
Yeah. Or we can flip-flop, and I can do Marshall's Music News top the 9 o'clock hour, and we can drop her at the end of the show.
Yeah, possibly, because I'm guessing she's going to keep getting later and later.
Yeah, well, let's just go ahead and just commit to that. Let's just do Marshall's Music News. I'll do the first couple breaks with that. Or if there's something else you want to kind of put in there.
No, I think
we had
good.
a ton of stuff from over the weekend that we just never used.
Yeah.
So during the Tyrone Woodley-Jake Paul fight, they had something else came out just over the weekend with it when it was really strange, right?
Yeah.
So while they were fighting, Jake Paul looks like he is trying to lick Tyrone Woodley during the fight. So there is a shot where Jake Paul, they're kind of like, they're in the, what do they call it? The clasp of the grip or whatever.
Hugging or whatever.
Essentially,
yeah.
when the guys are hugging each other. So, like, their faces are against each other like this, and Jake Paul is, like, trying to tongue Tyrone Woodley's face. And I don't know why that happened, but that happened during their fight.
That was a thing.
And people, like, found an alternate angle and actually kind of brought that to light just over the weekend.
I don't get them. I just don't get the Paul brothers. What the hell? We're looking for cat ambassadors to join our Meow Lives team. I believe that your cat is perfect for our team. She sent it it was sent to the Cotter and Marshall show page. Interesting. Yep, that's
Do we have a show cat? I just don't know it.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, we might. I've got so effing many. Weird. Okay.
So I think my older dog, is starting to go deaf or something.
Okay.
Because this dude over the last week has been sleeping so hard that I will scream at him and he'll keep sleeping. I don't know if he's going deaf. I don't know what the deal is.
Life goals.
But it was like bedtime last night. So like he was sleeping on the couch. We were just sitting on the couch, watch TV. And I was like, okay, it's bedtime. And usually when I say that, both my dogs perk up and run to their cages. He just lays there. I'm like, is this dog dead? I'll go over and I'm like, Loki. Nothing. So I just poke him once. And he's just like, yeah, bedtime. But I think he may be losing his hearing. I'm not for sure.
That sucks for a dog.
He's got the easiest life in the world. He doesn't even get up to get treats sometimes. Like, we'll go deliver treats to him while he lays on the couch. Best life ever.
Yeah, no shit, right? Okay. I got about a minute left in trivia. Get to spots, top of the hour. If you want to do music news, what do you want to do for the first story? You still talking to a song here.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go Vince Neil. Let's go this Motley Crue story coming up first. I'll do that.
Okay.
Then I'll do Blink-182, and then I'll do Slipknot. Sean says, my dog has selective hearing all weekend. He was at the cabin with a bunch of new people that were trying to be friends with him, so he was trying to get food from everyone. So, according to this new article, Cotter, there are plans for a $400 billion new city in the American desert.
How is that working?
And this place, it looks like Wakanda. Oh, my God. I'm looking at pictures right now.
Okay.
So, the article starts off, the cleanliness of Tokyo, the diversity of New York, and the social services of Stockholm, billionaire Mark Lohr has outlined his vision for a new 5 million person city. And has appointed a world-famous architect to design it. Now he just needs somewhere to build it. This $400 billion, and, of course, the $400 billion in funding to make it real. So this former Walmart executive unveiled plans for Telosa, Telosa, a sustainable metropolis that he hopes to create from scratch in the American desert. This ambitious 150,000-acre proposal promises eco-friendly architecture, sustainable energy production, and a purposely drought-resistant water system. A so-called 15-minute city design will allow residents to access their workplaces, schools, and amenities within a quarter-hour commute of their homes.
That's cool.
Now they plan on targeting either Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, Texas, or the Appalachian region to put this project in. $400 billion to create a city. And then, like, once again, it looks like, I mean, just the first conceptual design, it like looks like Wakanda from, like, here, I'll show it off on the chat. I mean, it's insane looking.
So say this dude builds it. Would you move there? It's like, hey, Marshall, need a morning show in Telosa.
It's a good old Telosa.
Are you in?
It does look pretty interesting. I don't know.
Right?
Do we get a sports team? Are there sports there?
I mean, eventually. I mean, you're going to want to move. The sports team's going to move there. You got 5 million people. That's playing.
That's pretty good. I mean, still, yeah, it'd be big. It'd definitely be big enough for a sports team.
So it looks like the goal for 5 million is 40 years, right? So
yeah,
10 to 20 years, 1 million people. I think you'd get people to want to move there.
Be interesting. Charles says, "Ask the Magic 8-Ball." Oh, no problem. I got it right here. It never strays far from my sight. Charles would like to ask the Magic 8-Ball, will I win one of the big lottery drawings this week so I can quit the construction industry and sponsor an award-winning radio show? I love all of that. All right, let's go ahead and check that out. So will Charles win the lottery this week? Reply hazy, try again.
What? That's like his go-to answer, man.
All right.
The laziest ass 8-Ball ever.
He goes, as I see it, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
I like this.
I can't confirm that's real. Maybe the 8-Ball's just intimidated by Big Bald and Sexy there. But yeah, I don't know. I would be on the fence about trying to join a brand new city. Even one like this that's obviously super cool and modern. But I'm guessing the majority of the people are probably living in high-rises. So it's not like people are having their individual plots of land.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I mean, and it's like, can you just move in? Is there a waiting list? I mean, the frequently asked questions on the website did not work. Oh, the website's not working out. Never mind.
Charles goes, effing right, I'm winning. Another story I just found, Cotter. A Detroit area Ford plant has leaked 1,400 gallons of gasoline into city sewers.
Oh, way to go, guys.
A leak at a Ford motor plant assembly plant in Flat Rock, Michigan, resulted in 1,400 gallons of gas just spilling into the sewers. Not a big deal. No one light a match. Jesus Christ. Charles says that city sounds like a front for a cult.
You know what? That's probably a good call. I'd totally move.
I mean, what's the cult believing? So, well, I'll determine if I want to move there from their beliefs. If they believe in, like, free tacos, it's Free Taco Tuesday, then I like it.
Speaking of Jake Paul from a few minutes ago, supposedly he kind of issued a challenge to Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow was asked about it. He was on an interview on ESPN. And Tim's like, no. It was shut down pretty quickly. That's probably not going to happen.
Why not? He's done every other stupid. He's tried to make every other stupid thing kind of happen.
Tim Tebow, he doesn't need that, man. He's fine.
He tried to be a baseball guy. He tried to be a football guy twice. Why not?
All right, we got about just over 3 minutes, and we're going to dive into some Marshall's music news because Mac is stuck in the traffic that kind of gumming things up here in Chatham County.
We're adjusting. We're adjusting on the fly to make sure Mac gets her time.
I just want the food. I don't care.
I just actually want to eat meatloaf at 9 a.m.
Yeah. Haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm hungry.
Here, I'll show you. Oh, let's see. So this is the video Mac sent me yesterday. Mac and cheese, more mac and cheese, all sorts of ingredients. There's her dog Scout. It looks like some okra right there, some okra. And then they open up. Ooh, what do we got in the oven? This is, once again, the video Mac sent me of her mom cooking. I don't know, meatloaf, I think, kind of right in there, possibly. But apparently, Mac's mom went crazy making all this food yesterday. What if you just took a bite of the meatloaf and just took a bite and spit it out in the garbage and then took your whole plate threw it in the garbage right on camera?
I wouldn't disrespect Mama Margaret like that.
All right. This is the worst meatloaf I've ever had. I don't think there can be a bad meatloaf, can there? It's almost impossible.
I mean, you really have to try hard to screw it up. I mean, it's pretty simple. What, meat and eggs, a little ketchupy sauce on top.
Bread?
Yep, some breadcrumbs. I mean, you could be too dry. Ruin it that way.
Uh-oh. I hope it lives up to the billing that Mac has put on it.
Want my meatloaf juicy.
Cotter does just want the food. It's true. He's allowing you to be on the air today just for the food.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging around with us this morning. Obviously, the weekend, it was fun. And we obviously did a lot. I was a lumberjack part of it. Cotter became the biggest movie critic ever for the Hunger Games trilogy, watching every single film in one entire weekend. Yes, Mama Margaret did cook at Mac's place. All of that food.
All right, got about 45 seconds. Going to dive into some Marshall's music news.
I like this first story because it's the junk science that I'm actually super interested in.
Yeah.
Like, this is the junk science that I want in on. I don't know if this place if there's a place that does that close to here.
Yeah.
But Vince Neil's trying some wild stuff to get in shape.
All right, Wanda, have a good day. Hope everything goes well. All right. Let's hear how Vince Neil's going to slim up before the big concert tour. Be right back. So I-16's been a little interesting today. There was a semi-truck jackknife. That happened way early this morning.
At 2:30 in the morning that happens.
Cleaning everything up. So things are slow going here in the Low Country and Coastal Empire, especially if you're coming through Chatham County on I-16. So that means Mac, who is traveling that road, is en route because we will be moving Chicks on Dudes from Wednesday to today. And then we've got Explain the Bachelor going down tomorrow. So Mac is on the way, bringing food cooked by Mama Margaret. Can't wait for that.
Right.
But to kind of tide everybody over, going to roll into some Marshall's music news just a little bit early.
And speaking of food, well, Vince Neil, it's been his downfall for quite some time. So Vince Neil is apparently trying out a new toning machine in an apparent effort to get in shape for Motley Crue's upcoming stadium tour, which is taking place next summer. This was supposed to happen 2 years ago, essentially, at this point. Now, he has revealed he is trying M-Sculpt Neo. It's a revolutionary new treatment which supposedly builds muscle and reduces fat using both radio frequency and high-intensity electromagnetic energies.
So are you and I losing weight without even knowing it, just coming to work because we've got the radio frequencies?
No, we're somehow gaining weight.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's bad for us, but apparently good for him. He actually put it on Instagram, a picture of him putting it and trying it on and everything. He goes, I'm trying it, guys. Check out the M-Sculpt Neo abs. They say it's 20,000 crunches in just 30 minutes. And he goes, all you kind of just do there is just lay down, and this machine kind of wraps around your belly, and it just electro pulsates with the radio frequencies and the magnets, and apparently it's 20,000 crunches that'll be happening to you in just over 30 minutes. So this is interesting. I kind of want to try this. I feel like if it works for Vince Neil, it would definitely work on me.
I just have a hard time believing this whole, we're going to electroshock you and it's the same thing as crunches. If this was a legit thing, we'd all be skinny.
Yeah.
Because, this whoever invented this would be a millionaire.
So apparently this thing is done in office, this procedure. It's needle-free and does not require any downtime. The technology, like I said, uses energy waves that cause your muscles to fire up to 20,000 times per 30-minute session, and for a simultaneous deep tissue muscle building, remodeling, and fat burn. It does sound like it kind of hurts.
Maybe.
It wouldn't be comfortable.
Well, crunches aren't comfortable.
Yeah.
I would try this.
Sometimes when I crunch, though, I have to go take a number 2. So, what if you had this thing around you? Can you just tear it off real quick and just oh yeah, I gotta go take a little BM.
Maybe take it. Maybe go. It's portable. It goes with you. It's helping squeeze stuff out.
Yeah, it's just it's hooked up, so all the wires are I'm tearing it away from the machine while I'm going to the bathroom. I don't know. Interesting stuff that Vince Neil is doing. I love this because he's using junk science. And I'm not trying to call this junk science, but it sounds like junk science. He's doing anything but actually working out to get ready for this tour. So I love his absolutely non-commitment to actually getting in shape.
What are the odds that he actually is in somewhat shape? I'm not talking old school six-pack Vince Neil.
Right.
But in somewhat less round of a shape by the time this tour hits.
He's going to lose 15 pounds and then beg people to say, I'm not look good though. I lost 15 pounds. Dude, you look like a beach ball. It's kind of crazy.
All right, we got another story from Marshall's Music News coming up next. Here is Motley Crue and Shout at the Devil. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. Woo. Yeah, sure. I remember seeing infomercials for this. I want to say Chuck Norris. So, there are people who have endorsed this stuff before.
I honestly don't even know it.
Really?
I've never seen it.
There was stuff. You can get it from home. And you just put it around your waist, and it would send the electric shock through, and it would cause your muscles to seize up. Look, if there was, I wouldn't pay for it. But if there's somebody that's hey, this stuff's real, come try this, I'd give it a shot. If I could be lazy and still lose weight, yes.
This, it's interesting. I'm on their website right now. It's M-Sculpt. Let's see. Less fat, more muscle, more bang for your buck.
Okay. Yeah. Sherry said it's like a TENS unit, the thing we attach to you.
Oh, yeah.
It's something like that. Mac chimed in, did an endorsement for M-Sculpt Neo. So she knows what it is.
Yeah, this is exactly it. Mac, did it work? I'm guessing you're not endorsing it anymore, so you could probably let us know. Let us know the truth. Did it work or not? Here's a before and after picture from their website. Really?
It's like he just sucked in his gut a little bit.
Sucked in a little bit.
Like I said, don't think I'd pay for it, but if they're screw you, it works. They're all right, prove me wrong.
It's just a massive TENS unit. How does that burn your fat?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Steve goes, Vince has had some grills.
I mean, if you go enough times, I can see it being worth it. That's according to Mac. How many is enough times, though?
Just once a day forever. It's pretty easy, man.
Oh, by the way, you can never eat and or drink anything you loved again. But it's the machine.
Yeah, I love there's like some diet people have tried to get us to endorse them before. And I'm like, okay, explain the program. They're like, yeah, what you do is you just stop eating and then you come in for your treatment where we shoot you up with drugs and then you like lose weight. I'm like, I'm going to pass.
I could just stop eating on my own.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, but I could. All right, guys, got about 15. Be right back. Mac is driving through the mess that is I-16 this morning, so we're going to get to Chicks on Dudes, which now is a new day on Tuesday here in just a bit. Until then, we got some more Marshall's Music News.
So some great news came out over the weekend. Tom DeLonge actually shared a conversation him and Mark Hoppus were having, talking about Mark Hoppus's cancer treatments. Now, he's been going through chemotherapy for lymphoma, and apparently, according to Mark, from this text conversation, he said he has no more radiation chemotherapy treatments planned. He said the doctor says I could take my port out. I think because he thinks the chemo did the trick and I'm done. But also if the chemo didn't work, we can go a different treatment entirely. So once again, Tom DeLonge had this conversation, formerly of Blink-182, with Mark Hoppus, who's going through that treatment, and it sounds like it's really good for Mark Hoppus. Obviously, he's been battling lymphoma for over a year now, so good news all around. I love to hear this stuff, and of course, Mark Hoppus even said over the weekend that his hair is starting to grow back on top of his head. He was losing a majority of it in the first place, but apparently it's growing back as well. So it's glad to hear that Mark Hoppus of Blink-182 is on his way back to great health.
All right, stick around. More coming up, including Chicks on Dudes, new day and temporary time because of I-16. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
All right, guys, tomorrow we have, obviously, some really cool stuff going on. We'll have Lauren Wolverton of Connect Savannah. She'll be coming in to explain The Bachelor. So she'll be coming in to talk about the latest episodes. There's an episode that aired yesterday, and then that airs again tonight. They're doing a twofer of episodes for the month of September. So we'll talk about both those episodes tomorrow at 9 o'clock with Lauren Wolverton. That's why we're shifting over Chicks on Dudes to today. Usually Chicks on Dudes is on a Wednesday, but we're shifting that to Tuesdays from now on. Whoops, sorry about that. Oh, it looks like Mac is very close, which is great timing. And then, we'll get to Mac here just before the end of the show tomorrow. We'll have Travis on. He actually joined us for Beer for Breakfast last week. He's a big sports guy, big fantasy football guy. So he's going to break down some fantasy football dudes who you should start and who you should sit coming up tomorrow as well. So we'll have a fun little show planned for you guys again tomorrow. Make sure that you're checking in with us. We start at 6 a.m. every day. I know that's very early. Why do we do that? I'm not for sure. But 6 a.m. is when we were told the show starts. So I guess we have to show up every day. And then a lot of that stuff goes down on the second half of the show tomorrow. Speaking of stuff that we were gifted over the weekend, our buddy Cam, who dropped us some pumpkin beers that we talked about earlier on the stream, also dropped us this little beauty right here. This is the Bud Light Seltzer Fall Flannel Limited Edition Variety Pack. This includes flavors like apple crisp, maple pear, pumpkin spice, and toasted marshmallow. So we are actually going to cool some of these seltzers down and try them live on the stream to let you guys know whether they are worth picking up when you pass by them, maybe in a Habersham or Kroger or Publix over the next few weeks.
It'll be interesting. I don't know.
Marshall, let me know when and if you want to learn how to disc golf. I've been disc golfing for a while. I don't know if I need to learn. I mean, I suck, but you could probably teach me stuff. He goes, we have a bunch of discs you can use. We drink lots of beer and sling discs at trees. Yeah, I'm really good at that.
That sounds okay.
Yeah, I would love to do that, man. Yeah, I think we were talking about that on Saturday. So yeah, I'll hit you up, man. We'll work out a time. Maybe this weekend though, if you're available. I don't think I have really anything going on this weekend.
Yeah, I think the wife and I are going to go to Hilton Head, look at some thrift store type stuff. That's about it, man. Don't have a lot of plans.
Yeah, I think it's big time Halloween decorating time in my house. I think we're gonna knock that out, and then I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights next Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm taking the day off. Sorry, guys. Next Friday, my wife's birthday. It's her birthday month, so we're going to go to Halloween Horror Nights next Friday.
What up, Mac?
Oh, you got the Bud Light seltzers?
Yeah, I got this is the fall flannel pack. We were just talking about it. Got toasted marshmallow, pumpkin spice, maple pear, apple crisp.
There's only 2 that I'm interested in trying.
Which ones? We'll sell them to you.
It's not pumpkin spice.
Which ones do you want to try?
Apple crisp and toasted marshmallow.
$5 a can.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Okay. All right, man.
I'm very hungry.
Just trying to help you out. So, Mac, where do you want to start from over the weekend? Let's kick off this way. So, Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
On your Facebook story, you filmed the very beginning of the film. So you the Marvel
Yeah,
like it's like dun, 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 and it like shows like the Marvel logo and everything. She filmed that in the movie theater.
yeah, that's frowned upon.
Yeah.
I do it every time I go see a Marvel movie in theaters. I did not film any part of the actual
That's
movie.
illegal.
So when will the cops be just waiting outside the
Oh,
theater to
my
arrest
Yeah.
you?
Do you
Well,
always commit crimes
They're like
on the
5
weekends?
years too late. I'm just saying.
Well, now there's just
Oh, so you're a
plenty
serial
of
criminal.
evidence.
Nice. You just admitted to all these
It's
crimes.
gone now, and I deleted it from my phone. Thank you for making me paranoid.
How? Go ahead.
And I was going to say, just as soon as I saw that story, I literally messaged Mac and I go, illegal. You are a criminal.
Yeah.
How did this start? This tradition?
Yeah, this tradition.
Where does it go back to?
Yeah, the very first Marvel movie I saw in theaters, it was probably, you're going to have to let me think about it, because it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a
At
young
least,
Mac. A
yeah.
young Mac.
At
Right.
least five years ago.
Are you trying to say this is an old Mac?
Yeah.
This is the old version?
This is the old lady Mac.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of some of your old lady tendencies, boy, oh boy.
The movie was good, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, we heard. It made a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
You disappointed Cotter to a level where
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever going to invite you out again.
Yeah, I know.
So do you want to explain?
I want to go this Sunday, though.
So here's the backstory. So Greg, member of the Horde, several weeks back, and multiple times, I mean, for the past month and a half, has invited me to go out running with him. Well, several weeks back, I finally took him up on his offer, and we went and ran the bridge. And he introduced me to interval running, which is a game changer as I'm getting back into running.
Immediately when you talked about that, I'm like, that's just the way I've been running my entire life. Like, I've just been fat guy running my entire life.
So great way to kind of rebuild, some cardio to get back into it. And so ran the bridge. I was like, oh, that was great. So he asked again. I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And I think Mac was on the chat at the time, and your name got thrown in there about coming out to run. And she said, I'll think about it. So then we're at Cake Day, and Greg comes up to me. He's like, are you going to run on Sunday? I'm like, I don't think so, man. I'm tired. I'll get up and run on Sunday. I'm just not going to get up at 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
And he's like, well, Mac may come. I'm like, well, if Mac shows up, if Mac goes, I'll run the bridge. They're at Cake Day. The holiest of holy days. Mac commits to running the bridge.
These look cool.
Don't change the subject. Shh. Mac commits to running the bridge. So I get up 5:30 in the morning.
On a Sunday, the Lord's Day.
On a Sunday.
The Lord's Day.
Getting ready to go. I look down at my phone. I was like, oh, I got a message on Facebook.
Right.
There's Mac backing out at the last minute of going to run the bridge.
He was going to go to church on Sunday morning, and because you didn't, because he was committed to running, so he had to go run, but you chose not to.
What time was church?
I don't know.
He goes every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Is he lying? Okay,
No.
yeah, you're lying.
I'm never.
I
lying.
can't even lie about church now. I don't go to church. But
Liar.
I got up.
Blasphemer is what I like to be called.
Got up to run. Expecting to see
I
it.
know, and I felt bad.
No, you didn't.
And look, yes, I did. So I took Scout out. I was like, I'm so tired. And I looked around. I was like, go back to bed. So I lay back down. Mom said, "You're not going?" And she's still asleep. I said, "No, 4 hours of sleep ain't gonna cut it." And we binged watch like a new Netflix show.
Mhm.
It's really good.
Okay, so so the reason is you just stayed up too late on Saturday night and you didn't want to go running and disappointed your coworker
I didn't mean to.
who wasn't going to
It
run.
wasn't my intentions.
until
It
you
wasn't my
And
intentions.
not to throw this around, but you say coworker. That's boss.
Whoa. He went there.
Let's be
He
honest.
straight
here.
up went there.
Let's be honest.
It was not my intentions.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll keep that in mind when he does the review of Mac. The Mac review.
It's not going to make you feel any better, but I got to run 1,600 meters today.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
care about
see?
that.
You could have run multiple of that
Yeah, no.
on Sunday.
And it wouldn't matter.
I think timeliness is probably going to be her lowest rated, I would say, option on her employee review.
What do you mean? I can't help the traffic sucked today.
Well, you also you didn't even show up for running.
Mhm.
So I think that's two instances back to back where you were either
But
running
what
late or
is-
didn't show up.
What is the point here is that I could have just not said anything, and I just could have been a no-show and not told you.
You
but
could have
I
also just
did.
said, guys, my mom's in town. It's too late. I'm gonna stay up late. I can't come.
Well, I really wanted to go on
Right.
Saturday.
Greg says 1,600 meters is actually just 1 mile. One little mile. Is that
and
true?
I suck, and I'll be running constantly, no intervals.
I can run a mile with that interval. That's fine.
I can't.
So if I could do it, you're really, really not that impressive.
All right.
All right, we got 15 seconds. We're going to do one more Martial music.
Yeah,
news?
we'll go into this last music news story and then just wrap the show up with Chicks on Dudes.
Cool. All right, guys, be right back. I got one more story with Marshall's music news.
So Corey Taylor is back on stage and did his first show with Slipknot in quite some time. Now, apparently earlier last week, his wife, Alicia, confirmed that Corey Taylor would be performing with his new mask on. Now, the rest of the band didn't have their new mask on, but Corey Taylor had his on. And it's disturbing. It is a white mask with tiny, like quarter-sized eye holes with no nose. It's kind of like a smooth kind of fixture with a wide mouth opening and like little holes for his ears. So I guess he could hear stuff, but it's a purely like off-white mask with some black kind of smudgings. And it is fairly disturbing.
I like this one.
Yeah. And once again, if you happen to be watching the live stream, I'm showing off currently what it looks like on the live stream right now. It is very, very disturbing. But this is pretty interesting for the fact because I love it. But also, he hates himself for wearing this mask because there's no like holes to breathe from.
Yeah.
His eyesight is absolutely cut off. I mean, he's probably got like 10% of what he was able to see without a mask on. So we're apparently getting new stuff from Slipknot by the end of the year. That's according to Clown. He said back in June that hopefully the band would be releasing the album before the end of 2021.
All right, Max in studio. That means Chicks on Dudes coming up next. Going to help you wrap up the show with that. Here's Foo Fighters. It is Making a Fire. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Greg says, where is she running her mile? Are you just going to run her over, Greg? Is that what you're trying to find that out?
Give me 1 second, guys. What am I going to do? There we go.
I figure we could do question 1 first segment, questions 2 and 3 on second.
Okay. We got a new one for 3, right?
Yeah, I just the third one I didn't like, so I grabbed another one.
So the long one for question 1, for segment
Correct,
1,
yeah.
and the second 2 for 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The answer to his question is at CrossFit today.
Oh.
You're running a mile at CrossFit.
Yeah.
Cool. Tell us more about CrossFit.
He asked a question, I answered.
Oh.
So is this on a treadmill? Is this outside? Is there, okay.
It's definitely outside.
Ooh, Greg wants to run with her at CrossFit. We'll let her know. She just left the room. All right, gang. We'll there she is. Let's see. Charles says Mac committed to run the bridge. Instead, she stayed home and raided the fridge. Mom Margaret made food, so she said it was good. She looked at the girthy meatloaf and said, I'll just have a smidge. Oh, it's a beautiful little poem this morning. Charles, thank you so much.
Greg was asking, how fast do you think he'll do it in?
A mile.
I don't know. I'm just focused on finishing.
You're focused on finishing? Yeah. Brendan, no. So we actually switched our new segment, Explain the Bachelor, to Wednesdays because The Bachelor is shifting their schedule. But here's what it looks like. So we'll definitely need a new little panel here because it says Tuesdays. We just switched it to Wednesday as of this week. Fun fact.
Wonder why they changed the days.
I think they switched off from Mondays because of Monday Night Football.
Okay.
Yeah, and Monday Night Football returns next Monday. So this week they did a double episode on Monday and Tuesday, and then next week it's Tuesdays only for the rest of the month, which I'm guessing is probably for the rest of the season.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep. Good old football ruining everything.
We can probably get in this tomorrow more with Lauren. I'm just reading the headline. I've not seen the story yet. Bachelor Nation slams Paradise contestants for openly using the show to build clout. What do you think they're on the effing show for?
Yeah, what are they supposed to do on there?
Are fans of the show seriously thinking they're there for love? I hate to tell you. They're not.
No.
Brez, I don't have that loaded in, but I did laugh when I saw it. In regards to some graphics, Brez, our graphic guy, put together something for it. How about this? I'll throw it in for tomorrow. We'll try it out for tomorrow for a second. But I'll be hitting you up after the show today to get that change done.
All right, guys, be right back. Connor and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Now we are moving Chicks on Dudes to Tuesday. Explain The Bachelor on Wednesday because The Bachelor in Paradise is moving to Tuesday nights. So Mac is in studio. Now we'd have a little bit of issues with I-16 this morning. Mac, what was that experience like coming into work today?
So I kind of figured this was going to happen because I never take I-16 to come to work because it's always crap.
Yeah.
So I use Quaco Road and get on, 204?
Yep.
And then, yeah, no, I wasn't doing that today. So I, instead of taking a right, I took a left to go towards 516. Yeah, it wasn't any better.
So everything was all kinds of crazy.
Yeah.
So what we're getting at right now, it is time for Chicks on Dudes. This is your opportunity to ask Mac a question. Maybe it's a question you just don't have the guts to ask somebody face to face. We will keep you anonymous and we'll give you the best answer to all of our ability. If you have if you have a question, hit us up, KM Show at rock1061.com. So once again, Mac, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mac.
Morning.
All right, here's question number one. Hello, I'm a girl. I don't have OnlyFans, and I'm not a prostitute.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious because I was arguing with my boyfriend, and he told me that he would take selling nudes, doing porn, or sleeping with people for money as cheating. I wasn't even planning to, but I told her to respect people who do this kind of work. I think that everyone should do with their body what they want. I get his point of view, but I still kind of disagree with him. So I guess basically, what do you feel about this? I mean, do you feel it's cheating?
Yeah.
So if you're
That's just my honest opinion.
if you're in a relationship and you have an OnlyFans channel, so you would find me doing OnlyFans cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're sharing that with somebody
I mean,
else.
if you were supplying content to an OnlyFans page,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I think this is a conversation. This is a conversation you have to have. In a relationship. If you guys are both cool with it,
Yeah, preference,
fine.
yeah.
I mean, I've read stories about, there are people during the pandemic who've turned to OnlyFans because they just need to make some money.
Yeah.
And they get, the boyfriend or the significant other involved as well. So now it's like a couple thing.
Yeah, and OnlyFans just isn't like porn. Sometimes it's just ladies who do nude pictures and everything. So, I mean, there's a story that recently came out where a nurse lost her job because of her OnlyFans account. But now she's making $370,000 a month doing OnlyFans. If you're making that type of money, I'm totally down. That's cool.
I think it's preference, but in my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have a hard time, dating, being married to someone who was doing the OnlyFans thing. But I mean, if it's a conversation you have and you're like, look, this is what I want to do, and everybody's cool, I don't care.
What if you secretly started doing OnlyFans and you were like starting to rake up like enough money where taxes are probably going to have to be shown to probably one another if you're married to someone? Like,
you can't hide this.
I was going to say, how long do you wait for that conversation? Just till tax season?
I mean, I guess I could hide it because nobody would pay me money. Right. But if you had
you don't know that, you got a new haircut. You look like fly.
If you had
a white guy,
if you had a successful OnlyFans page, you can't hide that. That's not. I mean, you can't hide it.
Yeah, well, you can though. I mean,
it's gonna come to light though. I mean, especially if you're married.
Yeah.
I mean, because the tax. I mean, if you're making $300,000 a month, that's not going to show up on taxes.
Well, it's going to show up on taxes. You can probably hide it for a while. I bet you could hide it for a little while before they caught on. But if you're making that amount of money, I would not be mad. I would definitely not be mad at my significant other.
If your wife came to you today and it's like, look, I took a side gig and I've been making this doing OnlyFans, you're cool with it?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Think of the vacations.
No, I get
think of all the Halloween decorations I'd be buying, Connor.
If you can find them, apparently.
Yeah. No one has Halloween decorations right now. Totally cool. If you're bringing in, if my wife, girlfriend, even side chick was making $300,000 and they're taking me on vacations to like Aruba and like anywhere, I'm down. Let's go.
All right, we got 2 more questions to go. We'll get those coming up next. It is Chicks on Dudes, Mac in studio. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Okay.
I feel like, again, it's preference. Like, if you're cool with it, that's fine.
I mean, if both parties are fine with it, I got no issue with it. But yeah, I don't know, it'd be weird. I mean, if it was something you guys did as a couple, still weird, but cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I get home and, some dude's leaving my house, I'm like, what was that? Oh, coworker, honey, you're fine. Just, just start in a video with me today.
Usually prostitutes don't have boyfriends either. So.
Yeah. I mean, I would say this is less prostitution and more similar to porn stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got significant others.
Yeah. Well, some of them do.
Yeah.
The others have sugar daddies. Greg says since Mac is big on like CrossFit and stuff, she should be able to knock out a mile in about 8 minutes. Okay. There you go. Greg's just helping you set a personal goal today. 8 minutes, Mac.
Run a mile. 8 minutes?
Yeah.
You can do a mile.
Mm-hmm.
So she's saying it was going to be slow. 8 minutes is not slow.
It's really fast.
I'll try.
What's your best mile? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I feel like you're just saying that so you wouldn't have to commit to a number. So your mom made us food over this weekend, it looks like, to what I saw via video and pictures. Yeah. Where is this food currently?
It's in the trunk of my car because I ran in here because I was late.
So the food's just getting all gross and hot?
No.
Currently in the trunk of your car? It's very hot today.
It's fine. Right now, it's fine.
All right.
I wanted to bring it in before we started this, but it was kind of too close.
So what do we got? What did Mama Margaret make for us?
Mac and cheese, which it's not because I'm pious, but it's the best mac and cheese I've ever had in my entire life.
Okay.
Got like 4 different cheeses in it.
That's a lot of cheese.
Grated some of that myself.
Oh, wow.
This isn't bagged shredded cheese. This is from the block.
From the block.
Yes.
How I like my Jenny's and my cheese.
Correct. Mashed potatoes, Sour cream cornbread with jalapenos in it. I told her to put a lot of jalapenos in it. I
Wow,
wasn't
okay.
going to have any, so I said just put the whole jar in there.
Whole jar?
No, she didn't put the whole jar in there. Fried okra, fresh fried okra, not store-bought okra from the garden okra, and meatloaf. And peach cobbler, which I know you don't like fruit desserts, but I mean.
So is your mom still in town?
No, she left yesterday.
She left yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
So did a little piece of you go, I'm not taking any of this to the guys, and I'm just going to keep it all myself?
I've got meals now for the next 2 days.
I had my meal yesterday.
Okay.
Was there anything special in your menu that wasn't on ours?
No, I had the same stuff.
Okay.
All right.
And there is a lot. There is a lot.
A what?
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
Emphasis on the.
Well, we can't wait to try it. I'm sure it's going to be delicious.
And I don't really like meatloaf unless it's my
What?
mom's. I don't. It's just not good.
So it sounds like your mom's an amazing cook. I can't wait to try it. But are you a good cook? What's your signature dish? Let's say you have a fella
Spaghetti.
over. You're making spaghetti?
It's not hard at all. Yeah.
Spaghetti and meatballs, or literally just the noodles?
You gotta have some
Sauce.
sort of meat in there.
And turkey. I had turkey with it the other day. It's good.
Turkey.
Ground turkey, not like sandwich turkey. Come on.
Ain't gonna lie. So this year for Thanksgiving, neither of our kids will be home. I do not have to have turkey in my house. I'm pretty excited about it. Not a big turkey fan. A ground turkey, for stuff like that, I can do just regular turkey.
Yeah.
It's fine once a year, and then we always get way too much, and then it's around the house. So I'm getting a steak. I'm grilling out this Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. We haven't even talked about that yet. My mom really wants me to go home, but then I would have to go to Illinois, and that place sucks.
Yeah, no. Keith will probably stay in Ohio, and then we're going to either fly or send my youngest either fly or train to Austin, Texas. Spend time with my aunt. So
my 10-year-old niece asked me the other day on the phone. She said, Mac, are you going to be here at dinner for Christmas? And I said, yeah, and I'll be there for an entire week leading into New Year's. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
She misses me. I don't get it.
Your little niece?
Mm-hmm. Distance makes the heart grow fonder? That is so creepy.
It is Corey Taylor's mask. I like it though. I did not like the last one, and I agree with you. It looked way more breathable and mobile than most, and it was creepy the way it like pressed to his face. It looks like you can kind of see his skin through the other one. But yeah, this one is just awesome.
Yeah, this is by far possibly his coolest mask since. I really like he kind of had a mask quite like this, but the top was cut off. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was for the third album that Slipknot put out.
Yeah, that was cool.
Actually, you know what I think about it? It actually looks just like that, except that it has a top on it now. See, Corey Taylor mask.
Yeah, but I do like that one a lot.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those things in brand new cherry flavor that she kept seeing, like the face.
Oh yeah. Trying to find a picture of this mask. Yeah, but this new mask that Corey Taylor has looks very similar to. Here's a picture of it. Kind of a. So on the screen here, it's like the one in the middle.
Oh yeah,
it looks very similar to his new one. Not all the way, obviously, but he's had some interesting masks. The old man mask. Probably was the worst. I don't think I liked. That was the worst out of all of them.
I was still always impressed by the one that had like all the spikes come out of it. It's like, how do you even not kill people?
Did you buy these?
No, Cam gave those to us.
Yeah, I was gonna go grab those today. Because I looked in the Kroger on the way over to your house the other night. Didn't have any. So
yeah, I guess he said these. Were these the ones he said that weren't available until like Monday?
I thought they weren't available until Monday, according to the story, and he said they were out now. So,
and you've got a plethora of pumpkin spice stuff over here.
Oh yeah, we're basic ass bitches. Me more than Cotter, I think. But yeah, we've got 4 pumpkin beers, pumpkin seltzer.
You tried that?
I have not tried it yet. No, I've got. Let's see. I'm bringing 2 just to put up on the shelf. Now, I have 2 that I'm going to use for our Torture Tuesday, and then I have another 6-pack coming. And I'm just going to hold on to those for, I don't know.
Resellable purposes later when they're worth.
Didn't you say if I didn't show up on Sunday that I had to partake in Torture Tuesday?
Oh, is that what you said?
I did bring that up, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So Mac may
Well, I was thinking Mac would possibly host the Torture Tuesday because we're doing the duel.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I don't know if we can have Mac.
She can do another one. She doesn't have to do that one.
Yeah, I mean, she could just eat the 1-chip challenge at the same time as us.
So here's the thing, man.
I think I have. No, I don't have any of those.
So it's like we'll have to do Torture Tuesday probably at 8, especially this first one.
Mm-hmm.
Chicks on Dudes in that 9 o'clock hour. Shoot, the rest of the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah,
is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
because that one's going to be rough.
Well, I mean, especially so when we do this Torture Tuesday, it's the heat challenge, which will extra suck. Extra suck. Oh my gosh, yeah, we have to wait.
Yeah, we have an hour and
a half.
Yeah,
and we eat nothing in the morning.
Oh,
like I don't.
I'm eating something that day. I mean, I've learned my lesson. Don't come into a hot challenge empty on your empty.
Well, that's the thing that sucks though is like when we drive into work, nothing's open.
I'll have something the night before ready for me.
I can always bring Parkers.
Don't say things you don't mean.
No, we'll come up with a Torture Tuesday for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like a special Torture Tuesday?
It's the one that I suggested when we were doing afternoons. Maybe
shave her head.
Go full Brit. Maybe it's the Stone Stairs to Death 1 mile fun run since it was a running related.
What is this fun run? Doesn't sound very fun.
It's not.
Oh, is this where you wanted to bring the treadmill in here?
No.
Oh.
It was an on location Torture Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Okay.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning, Connor and Marshall Show. We got one more story with Mac two more stories with Mac for Chicks on Dudes. This is your opportunity to ask Mac a question. Maybe you don't want to ask somebody face-to-face. You can do it anonymously. Just text us or email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com.
All right, Mac, here's our next question. Morning, Mac and the guys. This one's pretty short. What are some of your weaknesses when it comes to guys? What's the thing that takes you over the top, Mac? When it comes to dudes that just capture your heart almost immediately? Heights, obviously, they have to be. I think we talked about this once before.
Yeah.
6 foot or higher, right?
Sure.
That's the minimum, 6 foot.
5'8". Yeah,
Okay. Oh, 5'8". That's oof.
That's a major jump down from 6 foot.
Yeah, I mean that's
really.
That's essentially a midget to some people.
6 foot.
All right, what other weaknesses do you have towards guys? Like a boat? Do they need to be hauling a boat at some point?
I mean, that would be nice, but
Okay.
not necessarily. I don't know. Are we talking about material things or
Both
in general?
material? 6-pack of abs. I mean, what do you think? What are when you look at a guy and you're like, wow, he's a smoke show. What do you think?
Good hair.
Solid hair, okay.
Yeah. Jawline.
Jawline.
Yeah.
And can he have a beard or does he need to be clean shaven?
Yeah, he can have a beard.
Okay.
Not like ZZ Top, but
Okay. Okay, so there goes 2 members, or maybe 1. Anything else when it comes to the fellas?
This is like one of those questions like you have to like ask me, does this, because I can't think of it on the top of my head.
So what about the material side of things then?
Okay.
I mean, is a car, is it
2,000 square foot home?
I mean, you
prefer it?
No. I mean, if you have a roof over your head, that's preferred. Yeah.
How much money does he need to make per year? $100,000?
That doesn't really matter to me, I guess.
It matters.
Motorcycle?
Yeah. That's okay.
Okay.
What if he wore a fanny pack on a regular basis? Okay. What if that fanny pack had fireworks in it, though?
No.
Why'd
you look
Connor?
right at me?
It's your story.
That's fair. That's my story. What about like tattoos and stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
Not on your face, though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What about your neck?
Not as much.
Oh.
On your neck. I don't know.
The only people who have tattoos on their neck are criminals.
Yeah, see,
so
okay,
so you'll date a
not the
criminal.
neck, not
Okay,
the
just
neck.
clear that up. If you have a criminal record, Mac will date you. All right. Well, Cotter, let's go ahead and move on to our last
Yes.
question of the day.
Morning chicks, when you know a guy has a crush on you, do you wonder what his fantasies are?
Normally, no.
Speaking as a guy in this rare occasion of chicks on dudes, because generally Cotter and I are chicks,
Right.
never ask a guy his fantasies. We are disturbed individuals.
Yeah.
We're going to be like, okay, we're on a biplane, and I'm wearing a tutu, and you are Princess Peach. Like, never ask us our fantasies, because it'll start there. Like, that's where most guys start, and then it gets weirder from that point.
It's just best to leave those be.
Yeah. I mean, once again, it comes to a level of being comfortable with one another. Can you get to the point where you can introduce maybe some of those normal baseline fantasies without getting too weird?
Mac, have you ever asked a guy, like, hey, what's your fantasy with us?
No. I have not.
I have not.
Are you sure? There was some hesitation.
It seems like she's been traumatized and she doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I wouldn't. Once again, I wouldn't want to know. I mean, because especially with a guy, it's gonna get weird.
No, never ask us
It's
our
gonna
fantasies.
get weird quick.
This is
And you'll never be able to look at not only that guy, but just men in general the same way ever again.
you know probably the situation that needs to happen. Just don't ask anything past
I'm a picky
that.
person enough as it is. Yeah, I don't need to.
All right, if you have a question for Mac, hit us up with an email, kmshow@rock1061.com. Coming up on the show tomorrow, once again, flip-flopping a couple things. Every Wednesday now, we'll have Explain the Bachelor. Lauren Wolverton from Connect Savannah will be in studio around 9 o'clock. Are we doing fantasy football tomorrow?
We're doing fantasy football with Travis from the Hot Grits podcast.
All right, so that's going to happen around 8 o'clock. And then all of your other Wednesday goodness, Cotter and Marshall. Thank you guys for hanging out on air and on the stream. As always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 6. Rock 1061. Okay.
Yeah, asking dudes their fantasies.
No,
Bad
that's
idea.
that is a door you do not want to open.
Yeah. And that biplane thing was just something that came to the top of my head. I mean, just
Sure it
imagine
was.
But then you threw in Princess Peach, and I
Yeah.
went, oh, this is a thing for him.
He's thought about it.
Actually, that does sound good. All right, guys, you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, wait. Charles says, as Mac matures, she will learn to appreciate the sexiness of a smooth and tan dome. Uh-oh. I think he was very offended by your comments. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day. We'll be back.